How, how could we possibly be depriving these good people? Also, hi everybody. Hi. I'm sick and you can hear it. Bo says I sound more mature this way and I will take it.
Elder sister.
Right? Right? Isn't that the best thing you've ever heard? Dark Scoot! Thank you so much for the prime sub! So I'm sick. I actually had a karaoke collab planned for yesterday for like a really long time.
I'm very quiet apparently.
Ooh, I fixed it, I think. I think I fixed it. More
Am I allowed?
ladylike. Oh my god, I sound like a lady?
It's
If
good?
anything,
Okay.
if anything, too loud now, right? Yeah.
Oh, come on.
I sound like a lady. Oh my god. How did I get sick? Probably all the doorknobs I was licking at the weddings.
Isn't there? I don't know if I could. I swear to God, I've seen a video of a guy like sucking a doorknob before, but I don't know where or how I discovered it. But you
Bo,
saying that
why
flashed
would
the
you
image of
tell
it into
us
my brain.
this?
No,
Why
because
would
you said that and it
tell us
flashed into
this?
my brain. Like I saw. Okay, my brain works in a way where if you say something and like my brain correlates it, it doesn't just think about it. Like for a moment, it flashes the image of it. So it's
Okay,
like,
but like, again, no one could have
what?
tortured that information out of me.
Stop saying
Thank
that.
you so much for the gifted sub. No, but it's true though. It's true. No one could have tortured that information out of me.
Sub to Maple
Am I just too like
QB.
liberal with my
They
like
have given
with the
5 gift
things I
subs in the
say?
channel.
I feel like so many people have been like, "Bo, why did you say that?" And I'm like, "What?" Like to me, it doesn't feel weird. I'm like, "What do you mean?"
A lot of people say they're an open book, but you're like an audiobook playing on full blast.
What? I'm not that bad.
An open book, you can like go over, you can read it, you can see what's in that book. An audiobook on full blast, if you are in the room with it, you are going to find out the contents of that book.
Yeah, see what they said. If it's funny, then it gets said. Yeah, and what's funnier than
telling us about that time you watched a video of a guy sucking on a doorknob, apparently.
I think he got stuck on it. I think that was like an actual thing. Is that like he wrapped his mouth around the doorknob and he couldn't get off, and so they had to like call the police.
Dude, I've heard that can happen. I've heard that if you like, okay, because a common thing apparently is that you can put a light bulb into your mouth, but you can't pull it out of your mouth. Do you know about this?
No, what?
Oh yeah, because you have like a reflex in your mouth that prevents it from being pulled open from the inside.
Huh?
Yeah.
So how do they get rid of it then? What do they do?
I don't really know.
That's
I know
scary.
that it's like a big problem in hospitals that people I guess I probably shouldn't talk about that.
You know what I haven't seen on TV a lot?
Yeah, what?
Speaking of like things that people like probably shouldn't do. Whatever happened to the tradition of like licking a light pole when it's cold outside?
I don't
You know
think
what I
that
mean?
was a tradition. I think that was a
No, that was the thing
tale.
in every it was
Bo
in every cartoon
really
and
saw
TV.
that and thought that's a tradition.
Dude,
that's
that was a thing.
Tradition. That's my religion.
Someone had to do it for it to be on there. Someone had to do it.
Bo.
Someone had to do it. It's a rumor, Bo. There's no way. No, okay. It might have started as a rumor, but someone's done it now, which means that now it's a thing.
That someone has done it now. But
there had to be a whole bunch of kids that got in trouble because they stuck their tongue to like a lamp post. Like I know how to solve that. Like I was so worried about it.
Dude, I tried it once. It didn't work. My tongue didn't freeze to the pole.
You didn't stay there long enough.
I tried, man.
You wanted that to happen to you?
No, I was just kind of curious, you know? I had a very scientific mind.
Did you think ahead to the point of like what you would do if it did work? Did you think that far?
No, I wasn't big on thinking. I was big on experimentation. I was big on the scientific method. I had a hypothesis and I was ready to test it.
You know, okay. I was talking to my roommate about this earlier. Christmas movies like aren't a thing anymore. I felt like when I was growing up, it felt like a Christmas movie came out almost every year.
Yeah,
there was like a new
Christmas
movie.
The Fockers franchise. What was that? They had like the whole family of them. They had like,
and
Meet the Fockers, etc. There was a whole franchise, and they had like I feel like you're totally right. When was the last Christmas movie? Like they make like Christmas romances, but they don't make like Christmas romps. You know what I mean?
Yeah, those don't count. Yeah, those don't count. Like I'm talking like, do you consider Home Alone a Christmas movie?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, of course. I do too. But like there was that, and it was what was it? Two Angry Old Men or whatever it was. I can't remember. That's like the actual name. That's a Christmas movie.
All I can
Um,
think of is 12 Angry Men.
yeah, which we had to watch that in school. That was a
What? Really?
yeah. We had a government class that we had to go and like watch
Ooh.
like things, and I don't remember much of it because I was trying to pay attention, but I couldn't. All I remember was like they talked about the glasses, and they're like, "Ba ba ba ba," that dance on his
Oh
nose, and I'm
yeah.
like,
They
yeah,
showed
and
that
I'm
the
like,
lady couldn't see very well. Or is
yeah,
that wait, that's definitely my cousin Vinny.
what? Are you sure? No, there's no. That
It might be both. It might be
I think it's
both. I'm
both. I
not
think it's
sure.
both. I feel like that's a thing. I feel like that was in the movie. Also, do you consider Nightmare Before Christmas a Christmas movie or a Halloween movie?
Hmm. I would I would call that a Christmas movie, right?
You would? Both?
Yeah.
Okay, it's both. Okay, but if you had to pick chat, and
If you had to
you as
pick, just
well, Ellie.
why would you have to pick? Why would you
Well,
have
this
to
is a
pick?
hypothetical. Like
Okay.
hypothetically, if you had to pick, is it Christmas or is it a Halloween one? Like if you had to choose.
Christmas. It's in the name.
The Nightmare Before Christmas, though. Nightmare
Yeah,
isn't
but
very Christmas
nightmare
like.
isn't synonymous with Halloween.
No, speak for yourself. You didn't have a Halloween like I had.
What happened to you? What was your
I don't
Halloween
want to
like?
talk about it, man. I don't want
Wait,
to talk about
what? I didn't know I was uncovering actual trauma. What
No,
happened?
no, it's not actual I do remember my when I being like really, really young and my middle brother went to a haunted house with his friend. And I remember being in the car because I was too scared. It was like not a real haunted house. It was like one of those set up where they have like the actors jump out at you and stuff.
Yeah.
Um, and I remember being in the back of the car, and I don't know how this was allowed, but I remember very vividly my brother and his friend running out of the house screaming, and he's like, "Mom, start the car!" And she was like, "Oh my god, what?" And he got in the car,
What
like
did they
jumped in the back of
do?
me,
What did they
and he was
do
like,
to
"Drive!"
him?
And the guy with a chainsaw comes out of the place, going, "Come back here, boy!" And like Jason, and he's like,
This
"Drive,
is
mom,
why
drive!"
this is why my strategy with nightmares works especially well in real-time settings. Because they can't touch you. They're not allowed to touch you in there. I went to one of those one time. Also, I feel like I sound like Joe Biden. I feel like my sick voice is literally Joe Biden, and I'm gonna cry about it. But, but I went there like one time, and if you run away, they can chase you, and that's scary. But if you don't run away, if you just stand there and you just talk to them, like, what are they gonna do? They're not allowed to actually chainsaw you.
I feel like as a person that worked at a haunted house, if someone started talking to me, I'd actually not know what to do.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
You just gotta
Wanna
catch
hear
them off
about my
guard.
shitty day?
like I mean,
Cool him telling you regardless of your
like I
answer.
feel like that would
I was
stop the whole
replacing
show.
my
Like, you know what I mean?
alternator, and after
Yeah.
an
Like,
hour
I'd
of
be like,
struggling with the belt
I need you to keep
tensioner, I
going
got a
though.
pipe
Like,
and
quit
put it
talking
on
to
the
me.
wrench
Stop.
on the tensioner
Why are you
and
being
snapped
weird?
part
Why are you
of the
talking to me?
tensioner off.
I'm a
I then
monster.
discovered that part of it was already broken, and
Oh,
that's why I
what
couldn't
was
get
it?
the belt on.
The Elf
Also
movie.
cut
That was
my
another good
thumb during
old
all
2000s
this.
Christmas movie.
So sorry about your thumb, said Demon. What was a good movie?
Elf?
Elf is amazing.
Yeah. Can we do on Christmas together? Can we like do one of these, but like in your Discord, we like watch like a
Yes,
movie, and so we
yes.
just yeah, can we do like and watch like Christmas movies or like Halloween movies or whatever?
OMG, do it! Absolutely, we should definitely do that.
Okay, cool. Then we'll have to set that up because I feel like that'd be a lot of fun to do. Like watching. Um, did you watch the what is it? Stop animation one of Rudolph, right? Did you ever see
Of
that?
course, I did.
I feel like
Because
that's like a fever
I
dream.
had like a huge, enormous crush on it. It doesn't matter.
Now say it on who?
No, it doesn't
Say
matter.
it. Say it. You
You
little
know my
freak, aren't you?
type.
You had a crush on Rudolph.
No, I didn't have a crush on Rudolph.
I do. I know. I know. No, I'm just
See,
fucking with you.
Maple
Is
knows
it the
me.
elf?
Maple gets me.
Yukon? Oh, it's the woodsman, right? Is that what he is?
Of course, it's the
Yeah,
Woodsman.
that makes sense. I don't really remember a lot
Can't
of that
believe
movie.
it took you guys that many guesses. That's wild.
I genuinely don't remember that movie. Like all I remember is I remember I'm trying to see if I can remember any scene. I there was an island. No, that was Elf, wasn't it? Was there an island of misfit toys? Was that in Rudolph or was that Elf?
I think I don't remember. I apparently
Chat.
it's Rudolph. Apparently it's
Oh,
Rudolph.
it
Y'all
is?
were gonna guess the Yeti? Freaks. I'm so mad.
Did you ever have a movie that's not that scary, but as a kid it scared the shit out of you?
Beauty and the Beast.
Really?
Oh
Beauty
my
and the Beast?
god.
What part about
Yeah.
it scared you?
Okay, when she's like sitting in the living room and then he rushes into the room and he's like kind of running around on all fours still and he's like, "Who's in my house?" I would freak
Oh, that's
out.
understandable.
Yeah, it was really scary.
I'm
I was
trying
so
to
scared of
think.
that. What
Like,
about you? Which ones?
I felt like there was something in stop motion that I watched as a kid, and I claymation things used to like really scare me when I was a kid for some reason, but I can't remember exactly what it was. I asked that question not having an answer for myself.
No, welcome.
Let's
Thank you
see.
for
I
the
mean,
follow.
it wasn't really made for kids. Obviously, it was Chucky. That was the thing I was scared of the most when I was
Well,
a little
yeah,
kid.
everybody should be
Yeah.
scared of Chucky. That's like if you're a little kid and you're watching Chucky, of course you're scared. Monster House. Oh
Ooh,
my
Monster
gosh.
House. I have a memory with that. That was my first quote unquote horror movie ever.
I don't know if I would call it a horror movie.
It scared
but-
me when I was young. When I went to the movie theater, I was like,
God, Were Rabbit. I just rewatched Were Rabbit. I loved
Were Rabbit?
I loved Were Rabbit. It didn't scare me particularly, but
What is that?
Oh,
Were
it's
Rabbit?
Wallace and Gromit. This do you know
Dude, they scare me. Wallace and
What?
Gromit freaked me the fuck out. I remember now.
that
They
one
like
Doctor
I
Who
don't.
episode? Which one? Sorry, continue.
Yeah, who turned off all the lights? I remember that one from Doctor Who being kind of like freaky. Everyone says
Which
the
one is
Weeping
that one?
Angels.
Oh,
There's
the
like one where
angels. It just didn't make
The-
enough sense to me. They weren't consistent enough to scare me.
there was an episode of Doctor Who. By the way, I watched the entirety of Doctor Who to impress a girl. That's the only reason I know anything about it, because she was really into it. And so I spent like an entire weekend on school watching all the Doctor Who I could watch,
Dude,
just so I could come in and be like,
Warhammer lore. We're the same guy. We're the same guy. Did it work? Because it didn't work for me at all.
well, I was pretty shy, so I didn't ever ask her out. But like, I did be like, oh yeah. I was like, that Doctor Who thing. I know that. And she's like, oh my God, you know it? And I was like, yeah, yeah. And I was like, well, what do I do now? Like, it was one of those moments where I knew all the stuff and I had an opening, but I was like, what do I just ask it now? And I just got too nervous and I was like, you know what? I'm just not going to do it. I'm going to give up.
Dude, I for the same girl, I learned all about like historic planes, like World War II planes. Like, oh my God, so boring. And then I also learned all about Warhammer for one girl, and I
Warhammer's
barely
pretty cool,
even
though.
spoke to her. I mean, I don't know, man. I thought it was
Oh, don't say that. It's
Honestly-
very, it's
Mm.
like testosterone, the fantasy game. You know what I mean? I don't know how to describe it other than that.
What?
It's like huge guys in giant armor being like, let's just fucking kill, and everything else in the world's like, let's just fucking kill. It's I do like Warhammer a lot. Just to preference that. I've never played it, but my friend told me stuff about it. Like, he told me about the orcs, I think is what he said, and like how the world like shapes around them or whatever. And he was like, yeah, he's like, you want to get into Warhammer, here's something that you need to know. He said they use your I'm trying to remember this from like top of my head. Something that they use their imagination to like make things go. So if one of the big orcs are in a car and it runs out of gas and all the other orcs are like, oh man, it ran out of gas, but the really big one in the front said, no, it would actually start the car again and it would start moving, even though there was no gas in it. Like, they just, because they believe it, it goes.
It's just the power of imagination. It's like Santa's sleigh in all the Christmas movies.
Exactly. And so he told me this one where he was like, they were fighting the orcs, the space marines or whatever, and they ran out of ammo. So the guy just pointed his finger at him and went bang, and it fell over dead. Like, it actually made like a full like opening wound in it, and it fell over dead. So they just kept going bang, 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 and they just kept falling over, dying. And that worked until 4 orcs came around the corner going, I'm a tank, 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 pretending they were a tank, and they couldn't die. And I was like, what the fuck are you telling me right now? What is this? And he's like, are you making this up? And he's like, no, this is real lore.
Apparently,
this happens.
I guess. God.
I was like, okay, I guess Warhammer's pretty cool. That specific story isn't canon though. Why not?
I did a lot of painting of minis. But
I want to do that so bad. I've never done that before.
The thing is, it's even more expensive than Magic, and I already can't really afford to be into Magic.
You still need to teach me how to play Magic.
What? Oh my god, right. I forgot you don't know. It's like
Mhm.
super straightforward. You would pick it up in like 10 minutes.
See, that's the thing. I downloaded the online version of it because I was like, well, I'm not going to spend real money on cards if I don't know how to play it, right? Like, that's kind of an expensive hobby to get into if I don't even know if I'm going to like it or not.
Yeah. Yeah. Although,
And
like, I
so,
don't know. You could, Okay, if we're ever going to the same, like, con or something, and obviously there are ways to do this online, but I'll just bring a few decks and then we can play.
okay, I'm
I
down for
swear
that.
to God, I sound like Juicy Joe. It is killing me, dude. I can't.
Stop, you sound fine.
I usually listen to all my VODs to, like, see where I can improve, see where I was having lulls and stuff. I am not going to be able to listen to this.
You
It's
sound
like,
fine. It's like you're in the middle of ASMRing, but also not.
ugh, Juicy Joseph Biden. Thank you. I hate it so much.
But I got the online version of Magic and I was playing it and I got to the tutorial and it was like, all right, you did it. Let's go out there and let's play some matches. And I was like, you know what? That wasn't that bad. I think you're right. Let's do it. First game, immediately destroyed. I've got maybe 2 cards down before I got my fucking shit rocked. So, all right, whatever. That guy was just a little, they knew what they were doing. It's fine. Second game, same exact thing. Like I was like 4 cards in and I realized what was in front of me and I said, I've already lost. And the guy just kept spamming like I don't know if maybe this was maybe that was Hearthstone that I did that. But I swear to God, there was a GG
no.
in it, and they just kept going
that's
GG, GG.
Hearthstone.
That was Magic?
That's
Oh no,
that's
that was Hearthstone? Yeah,
Hearthstone.
okay. That's what I'm thinking of then.
Which I also love and had my own little, saga with. But I'm done with that period of my life. I'm done with that chapter. We're closing that book. I'm not playing Hearthstone like ever again.
I wish my brain worked in a way that I could play like strategy games.
It's
I
honestly
really do.
not like, okay, how do I explain
It's
this?
honestly
The people who
not.
come up with metas are pretty impressive, but everyone else is just like using the metas that already exist. If you can like read on Reddit, you can be good at Hearthstone. It's like almost depressing how much that is the case.
Like, okay, when I was growing up, I really liked top-down strategy games, like, RTSs. But the thing is that I'm so bad at strategizing. Like I can't do it. Like my brain does not work that way. I just make my base look pretty. And then next thing I know, like an army's attacking me and everyone's dead and it goes game over. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like,
Bo, do you want to do some chess streams?
so you can destroy
I could teach
me?
you chess. I know, I could give you chess lessons. Come
Oh
on.
my God.
I'm
so bad at chess.
We wouldn't play 1v1. We would do chess lessons.
Okay, I'd be down for it.
This sounds really funny. If you are as bad at strategy as you say, which I honestly doubt.
I am.
Should play some Risk?
Should play some Risk.
What is Risk?
That's a good question. I know Risk exists, but I don't think I've ever played it.
Me neither. So
I've played Sorry. That's a game where you just piss off the other person.
Yeah, I remember Sorry. I used to play that with my sisters all the time.
Did you used to go sorry when you knocked the pawn out of the way? Did you? Because I feel like the commercial said that. It was like, move your friends out of the way. And it's like, sorry.
Sorry. Yeah.
And they like move them out of the way.
I don't think I did that so much, but Sister Bot definitely did, so. It's a World War Sim board game? Oh my gosh, all the fun of a world war? Wow.
All in one board game?
Guys, remember how fun the World Wars were? Imagine if you could bring that kind of energy to a family gathering. Battleships is fun. It's like weirdly
Battleship,
fun.
yeah. Unironically, Battleship is like kind of addicting. Like I remember being like playing it and being like, this is gonna suck. And then like getting really deep into it and being like sweating a little bit, being like A4, and they're like, miss. And I'm like, what are you?
No.
Where is your ship? Where is it? And then those people would do the thing where they stack it on top of each other. Like, did you ever have that person where they would just put them like in one corner and they would stack all the ships on top of each other?
I never saw someone do that.
I swear to God, that's a legit strategy. Because they used to have holes on the top of them. The ships did, and you could like set all the ships on top of each other. And that was, I think that's a legit strategy. But I remember someone doing that, and I couldn't figure out where it was because they just had it like in one corner. And I was like, is this allowed? Those people are monsters. Thank you.
That's
Thank you.
awful. I didn't know that was allowed. I never saw that that was an option.
I never thought that was allowed
Because
either. I
that's not
was.
an option in real life. You
That's
can't
what I said.
actually put the battleships on top of each other IRL.
That's what I said. I tried to plead my case. They weren't hearing it. They just said L. And
Diplomacy?
so
Diplomacy game? We could play that. I don't know. Bill, have you ever played one of those? I don't know it.
I don't play a lot of board games, surprisingly. Like I used to with my mom. We used to play Yahtzee.
Yahtzee is the dumbest game in the world. I don't even understand how it's a game. It's just like literally putting dice in a cup. Like how is it
Dude,
a
that's
game,
like
dude?
That's like the most ancient like game. I feel like is to have like carved dice and put them in a cup and shake them and be like, woo, and then like seeing like what's happening.
I can't believe it, Eureka Ace. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the sub. And Super Bart.
Hi Ellie, hi Bo, hi Code
Hi
Bugs.
Code Bugs. Oh my gosh. Super Bart. Thank you so much for the sub. Y'all are the best. Y'all are the best. Cards Against Humanity is one of your faves. This is the thing about Cards Against Humanity. Is like, I remember it being really, really funny. Like, I remember the first time I played it, right? And I like couldn't believe how funny it was. Everything in it was like mind-blowingly funny.
Uh-huh.
But I feel like at this point, I know all of the cards, and like I'm less amused by just like the concept of like a middle-aged man on roller skates. That's crazy. Like it just doesn't hit the same way. And I feel like now with Cards Against Humanity, you just kind of end up with like the world won't end with Helen Keller. It'll end with erectile dysfunction, and it's just like this isn't. Who is this funny for anymore? Like.
I used to play it online. I remember that. There used to be like a website for it where you could go and join like random lobbies. That's the only time I ever played.
I always played it like at like people would bring it to like they would bring it to like things in high school. I feel that was like the era, you know?
Yeah, we weren't allowed to play card games at our school.
Oh, they wouldn't bring it to the school, but it was just like any event that you went to, someone would have Cards Against Humanity. And I feel like sophomore year of high school, everyone was like super into it, you know?
Did your school have a gambling ring?
Excuse me?
Did your school have like a gambling ring?
Excuse me? What?
You guys ever gambled in your school where you guys would play like a game and then you would bet like pencils and like erasers or like other things, and then if you lost, they would take it all from you?
What the frick?
We used to have them in the library very early in the morning. We used to gather around and we'd like secretly like find a little table away from the librarian and we'd like bet stuff. No, I swear this is real. We would bet stuff.
Who cares? Like, why would you gamble with pencils?
Well, see,
who cares?
That's the thing, is that it started with pencils and erasers. And then kids started bringing money to school.
Did Bo go to school in prison? Clearly. What is this school casino? I literally, no, we didn't have that.
Yeah, it evolved very quickly. It went from like school utensils, like utilities, there we go, to like actual money. Like some kids were starting to bring money and being like, I'm betting $5 on this. You want to go with me? And they're like, all right, I'm betting. And like they had to shut it down because kids were like losing legit money. They were losing like sometimes $50 sometimes.
Maybe I just wasn't part of it. Yeah, that's honestly probably realistic. I had my own things going on.
I also remember, I feel like there's a way to change the startup screen noise for all the computers at the school. Like, you know, when it goes like that, you can change it. I remember my friend changed it to like a woman moaning really loudly, and then he just like booby trapped one of the computers and turned it off, and then we'd sit in the library and we'd watch for a kid to sit down, and they turn on the computer and it was
oh my god, dude. My god. You really did go to school in prison.
And the kid would be like, ah! And everyone would turn to look at him, and he'd be like, it wasn't me. That's not me. And like, the teacher's like, come over here right now. And he's like, no, I don't know what that happened. I don't know.
You're a monster. Oh my god. No, we didn't do that. One time I made the computers in my mom's school say Windows llama edition. That was my big rebellious thing, and it had a picture of a llama when it would start up. That was my big rebellious contribution.
I swear I think I deleted System 32 on a computer one time
Bro.
at school.
Why?
They said I okay. Unironically, they said no balls. And I was like, you know what? Fuck you then.
Dude.
And so and
why
I did it.
are you so worried? Like, okay, I would
What?
okay, at a baseline, I would have assumed you had balls because like a lot of people do. Like that's a weird thing to lie about. Star Killer, welcome. Thank you for the follow. But the fact that you're like so defensive about it and the fact that you're like so desperate to prove that you do, it makes me kind of think you maybe don't have balls.
Well, I mean, that's between me and God. That's none of your business, first off.
Okay,
second
I'm
off,
sorry. I'll stop speculating. I'm just going to say, like, I've never met someone as worried about that as you.
Oh, I'm not worried about it. What do you mean?
I'm saying that you could be convinced to do literally anything.
That's not true. The chat has no balls me, and I have been like, no, guys, I'm not doing it.
Give me an example.
It was during the subathon. They were like, make the pregnant thing an emote. And I was like, no. And they said, no balls, no balls. And I said, I'm not doing it. There you go. See?
Wow. Look at Bo go.
Yeah, I'm kind of a big deal.
I bet he has balls. Wow.
Yeah, well, you know, it's between me and God again. But, you know. No, it was like freshman year of high school. They were like, don't do it. No, it was like, nah, come on, guys. And they're like, no balls. And I was like... All right, well, and I just did.
Yeah, Bo, give me your stream key you want. No balls.
I don't know what you'd even do with it, to be honest.
I don't know.
Like, yeah, I don't think there's anything we can do with it if you gave someone your stream key. It's like, okay, I guess you could just stream on their account.
Yeah, I could go live on your channel.
Well, you probably get a lot. You probably do better than I do.
No, I would use,
like, let's go.
Use your model, go live, and just be like, hi, everybody, I'm Bo.
Is that what I sound like?
Yeah, that's as close as I can get.
I'll take it. Thank you.
That's my best.
No, I'll take it. Thank you. That was gorgeous. Thank you so much.
What do I sound like? What do I sound like?
You kind of sound like this right now.
Oh my God. Literally just doing a Joe Biden impression.
What? Stop! Why do you keep saying that?
Because it's true.
Did someone say that to you today? Did someone say that to you today?
Yeah.
That's what I figured. You kept bringing it up, and I was like, someone had to say this to Ellie at some point in the day for her to keep bringing it up, and it stuck with you. Someone said it to you in passing, and it haunted you. You're stuck with it now.
It's been haunting me.
Very demure.
I sound like America, democracy. One time when I was a boy, my dad took me out on a bicycle ride, and
Chat help.
Kamala, what was that? What was that? My dad took me out on a bicycle ride, and America is freedom. Anyway, that's what I got right now. But yeah, I sound exactly like Joe Biden. Stare.
Just staring at you. Yo!
Baby Spider, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Thank you. Yeah, this is a wild stream. This like not good content. Like I'm really sorry. 5 gifted for America.
Hey, every podcast has their bad episode. Mm-hmm. You know?
This is our bad episode.
This is our bad episode. This one should have been left in the drafts. But that's all right. Hey, listen, you can't win them all. You know what I mean?
It's live. We do it live. You can't
we do it live.
You can't know when you go live if it's going to be garbage.
What episode do you think we're on right now for our podcast? How many times have we done this? Like over 20, right?
Oh my God. Yeah, definitely over 20.
Yeah. So we're probably on like an episode like, what, 27, 26, you think?
Yeah, something like that. So
that's insane that we've hung out as much as we have. We went from like barely hanging out to being like every day, what up? Hey.
Dude, when I say that I look forward to this like all week, I mean it. I look forward to this
too.
Literally all week, because it's like everything that happens, every stupid thing that happens in my week, I'm just like, I'm gonna tell Bo about this.
I can't wait to tell Bo about this. It's gonna be great.
Even things that are like decidedly not stories and like aren't interesting. Like they moved us to a new floor at work, and the bathrooms are different. They're not worse. They're just different. And like My first thought when I saw this was like, I'm gonna tell Twitch about this.
You open the door and you're like, oh, now this is content. Now this is content.
This bathroom is slightly different.
This is what we're here for.
Dude, it's like the bathroom itself is bigger, but the stalls are smaller. Why? What does that accomplish?
Oh, I was about to ask, is it just the tiles that are different? It's just like it has more space, but like also being smaller?
Yeah, so the bathroom is like a lot bigger. And apparently the dude's bathroom is not a lot bigger because I asked my boss, he's to be clear, he's like my best friend at work. He's like a very cool guy. New bathroom or just dropped. Yeah, so like I asked him, I was like, yo, are the bathrooms like really different down here? And he was like, no, they're the same. So it's only the women's bathroom. It's like easily half, like
What
1.5 times the size. Like there's an extra stall and the stalls are a little smaller. Why is there an extra stall? I don't understand. There's like
This is gonna be
2 women on the whole floor. There's like twice as many stalls as women. Bathroom news from our favorite toilet girl, Kill Me.
Oh my god. Wait, do you know about like, okay, it's gonna be crazy what I'm about to ask you, but do you know about like guy pissing etiquette? Like when the urinals are there, like what you're supposed to do?
Pee
There's
in
like
them?
pissing etiquette.
You
Yeah,
pee
but
in
no, like
them.
if there's a line of them, there's etiquette where if someone's at one, like the very far end, you don't like immediately like you don't take the one next to him. You know what I mean? Like that's
Well,
not
yeah,
that's not very
that
polite.
feels like
Yeah.
common sense.
Yeah. So and then there's like the different scenarios where it's like, okay, well, what do you do if there's one at the other end and the one at the one at the other, right? Well, you go into the middle. But then what do you do if you walk into that? If there's like 3 guys pissing, where do you go? Like either way, you're gonna piss someone off. So like, do you wait?
One open one, right?
What do you
Or
mean
are you saying,
between everyone?
Okay, are you saying so there are 5 urinals?
Yes.
And
yeah.
people are at each okay, so I think you would go to the far one, personally.
Okay, but okay, wait. I gotta do this in my head. Wait,
Green
I gotta look at this
Boo!
visually.
Thank you
It's
so much for the
always a
sub.
pleasure.
It's
Okay.
always a pleasure to see you.
Hang on, I gotta write this down. I gotta visualize this. Hang on.
How many?
No, this is important. Hang on. This is good content.
Did
This
I
is a
choose
bad podcast.
opener? Like what?
No. Hang on, wait. 4.
Bro
5.
is
Someone's
playing
pissing
chess.
there.
Bro is playing urinal
Someone's pissing there.
chess.
Someone's pissing there. So wait, you said you go to the far right one?
You go to the farthest one that's open from the door.
From the door. So you don't immediately go to the first one at the door. You go all the way,
Absolutely not.
like
Farthest
really?
from the door. Yeah.
Okay. That's unique. See, okay.
Huh.
Why is
Am
that?
I wrong? Just because I don't want like the outside traffic to perceive me urinaling.
I don't think that's something you have to worry about.
I don't know.
They have walls there. They have walls there. They don't just
Listen,
like.
dude. I only ever peed in a urinal one time, and there weren't walls.
Wait, whoa. Wait a minute.
What?
Did you ever tell this story? You pissed in
No.
a urinal? Wait, what happened? Now go on, elaborate.
Well, my mom worked at a school, and we would be there after hours for like hours. And I was curious. No one else was in the building, so it started out I just would like go into the boys' bathroom sometimes because I was like curious if it was different.
Uh-huh.
But then I don't know. I just wanted to see how it worked, man.
How does this work? This strange contraption here upon the
I
wall.
wanted to see if I could do it.
I remember there used to, I don't know, I feel like it was maybe just for my school, but it was always the legend that the girls' bathroom was cleaner than the boys'. And like, I remember we'd be like, one of us would have to be brave enough. We were like, there's no way. And they'd walk in and they'd be like, guys, it's spotless in there. And we'd be like, what? And then we'd all like be like, are we the animals? Are we animals?
I actually think it's more complicated than that. So this is just based on my experience working at a camp, right? So working at the camp, it was mostly that, like, and I don't know why this was, the dude counselors tended to leave a little bit earlier. They tended to, like, kind of want nothing to do with the whole situation. And the woman counselors, I don't know why, just the girl counselors tended to stay a little bit later. They tended to be a little more involved. And so, like, the girls' bathroom got cleaned better. But I don't think the girls were less gross.
Okay. See, now that's a good theory I
So
like.
that's my theory. That's my theory. I don't understand why, but because it was like the boys were cleaning the boys' bathrooms and the girls were cleaning the girls' bathrooms, at least at that camp, and I don't know if this is universal at all, but at least at that camp, I swear, the boys weren't making more of a mess. It just wasn't getting cleaned up as much.
See, I like that because me and my friends, we had like a debate. We were like, are we freaks? Are we doing this? Is it is it us? Like, are we just disgusting creatures? And we were like, I don't know, man. I remember us being like defending ourselves, being like, I don't do that. Like, I don't know how that, like, I piss in a urinal. And they're like, yeah, I do too. And like, yeah, I don't leave till I'm done. And they're like, all right. And so like we had this whole entire debate about like why the boys' bathroom might be dirtier than the girls.
Till I'm done? What does that mean?
Well, I mean, you know, some people have to give a little shake when they're done, you know, to make sure you're all good.
What?
Because if you immediately piss and you go because you immediately piss and you put it back in your pants,
Give a little.
it will go down.
shake.
It will go down your leg.
Okay, pause this one moment. Hi, Wacky Brain. Welcome, Raiders. Thank you so much for the raid. Why is it always the weirdest freaking times that we get raided? Why is it always like this? Wacky Brain, hey! You are so talented. It is so good to see you. Welcome, Raiders. I am so sorry that I sound like Joe Biden today. I'm a little bit sick, and I'm also so sorry that we were talking about what's like a normal thing to shake? Maracas. We were talking about maracas when you came in here. Sorry about that. Sorry about the maraca content.
Why did Ren say that?
What?
Ren made a comment that was
I was just gonna ignore that. Hi, Raiders. So wait, y'all. So after you know you're
after you get done
done.
pissing, you give
Boys
it a little
don't
shake.
wipe?
What do you mean? No, we don't wipe.
Everything.
What?
Welcome. Thank you for the follow.
You don't
Boys
have to
don't-
wipe. What? No. You give it a shake, and then you put it back in your pants.
You don't wipe.
No. What? Who told you that we wiped after we got done peeing?
I just assumed dudes wiped because you know everybody
That's
else does.
not- No, that's
All the cool kids are doing it.
No, you just shake, and then you're like, all right, and then you
There's
move.
no
Because if you
toilet
don't,
paper at urinals? I never even
no,
noticed.
there's not. Yeah, you piss, and then when you're done, you give it a little shake, and then you walk away. Because if you don't, you get pissed down your leg.
Well, is it just left in there? Why are we even talking about this? I am so
No,
sorry.
see, I don't know, because sometimes there's like, because a friend of mine, not me, definitely not me, one time was pissing, and I was done, and I mean they were done, and they went to go walk away, and they like tucked it back in their pants, and then like a little more came out. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, it was done. I mean, they were like, it was done, and then I had to like quickly whip it back out and be like, ah. So like, you know, you always got to shake to be sure.
Huh. What?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's true. It's happened to everyone.
This
See, there you
can't
go. Thank
be
you,
real.
Alex.
This
This
can't
is
be
real. This
This
is
is-
real. Why would I
this
lie
is-
about this?
Bro, I don't know, but this is like if you told me like, oh yeah, boys don't wipe after they poop. They just shake their butts. They just twerk real
Well,
good
that's
and then
different.
they're fine.
They twerk real good. That's crazy, dude. It's real, chat. It's 100% real, isn't it?
No
Like
way.
you shake at the urinal and then you just walk away. You don't wipe. Did you not know? Did you really not notice?
Why would I know that?
I don't know. I just felt like, you know, have you not seen movies where the guys are at the urinal and they get done and they just do a little shake? They go, yeah,
What
like
movies
that,
are
and then
you
they walk
watching
away.
where dudes?
Dude, I swear, there has to be at least a
What
good chunk of movies where they're
movies?
at the urinals and they're like, it's not showing them pissing, it's just from the back, and you can see them and they get done and they go, well, and they turn around and go, so anyways, and they continue like the line or whatever, and they like wash their hands. Like that's I could have sworn that's how people knew.
I don't think I've ever seen a movie where someone like pissed at a urinal.
What? Austin Powers? There you go. Football movies. Austin
Football
Powers.
movies?
Yeah, exactly.
Football
House
movies?
has that, Ellie.
What football
House has a scene.
movies? I
Just
never
football
watched
movies.
House. I never watched House.
I never did either. That wasn't really for me. Listen. Yeah, see, it happens, but yeah, no, that's guy pissing etiquette.
Huh.
Yeah,
I've
it's
learned
it's
a
a
lot.
different culture. Yeah,
But yeah, so there's something similar with stalls, right? Like I feel like
Mhm.
for the most part, no one is gonna choose a stall next to someone who's already in a stall unless they have no option. Like no one likes that, right? No one wants to have like a next door neighbor, you know? So
Right.
I feel like it usually works about the same.
Unless they have a tech deck, and then they're allowed to be your next door neighbor, because that's cool. You never had
Dude,
that?
Did I tell you about the tech deck? That oh my gosh, Lord Zamet! Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. So I received from GamerSubs momentary small plug Corpa
Corpa! Exclamation point! Gamer subs. Is that a thing?
GamerSubs. Anyway, I received from them like a little tech deck, and it rocked. And my cat absconded with it, and I don't know where he put it, but I hear him playing with it at night, and I haven't found it. He took it from me. I don't know where he's hiding it during the day, but I hear him play with it at night.
Night. You never like get up and go try to like find it?
Yeah, I've
Like
tried
when
a
he's
few
playing with it at the
times.
time, you never get up and be like, "Where are you?"
By the time I get out there, it's gone.
Dude, what if it's eating it and throwing it back up,
Ew.
and then it's playing with it at night? That's how it keeps it from you. That's how you'll never find it. I like
My
to use the
cat
word
is one
abscond.
rat,
One
dude.
rat dude.
Yeah.
I feel like we should go back to using like really like proper English. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like proper English words like abscond and
Acquiesce.
other acquiesce. Exactly. See, like, come on, we can't let those words disappear, right? Like those are fancy.
You mean British? Are those British words? Are those more British words?
There's no. I've never heard Cerber say the word acquiesce or abscond.
Yeah, I've never heard her say either.
I refuse to believe that.
Hello, Prodigal Son. Thank you so much for the prime
Hi, Ellie.
sub.
Oh, and I guess
Abscond is a big
Subbobo.
fancy word. Just so you know, I rarely ever hear anyone use the word abscond. Okay,
Abscond.
abscond.
Sounds like French sounding words. Well, a lot of the larger words in English are going to be French sounding words because of the Norman. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Eric,
Bo
thank you
wants
so much for the
17th
gifted sub to
century
Nix.
insults and dueling culture to be a thing again.
Dude, dueling culture needs to come back. I agree so much.
You're gonna slap someone with your glove? You're gonna do it? Is it gonna be
Yeah.
me? Are you gonna
Eric
slap me with your
Bartender
glove? Are we
gifted
gonna
a tier
duel?
1 sub to
You sound a little bit too
Nixified.
excited for that,
They
so I
have
don't want
given
you anymore.
46 gift subs in the channel.
Are you gonna slap me for glove? Are you gonna do that? No, what the hell?
So for the most part, shorter words in English are Germanic because English is a Germanic language. But for a while, it was mandated that everyone speak, well, an early form of French, right? With the Norman invasion. And so for a long time, the language of the aristocracy, right? The all of the higher language, all of the higher class people were speaking a form of French. And so, you see that shorter words in English tend to be Germanic, and longer words in English tend to be Romance by way of French.
Yeah, we need to start saying, "I bite my thumb at you, sir." You bite your thumb at me, sir. No, I
do, but
don't
bite
bite my
my
thumb at
thumb.
you. What is it? I don't bite my thumb at you, but in your general direction. Is that like what he says? Something like that.
Yeah.
God,
What's
I
a
remember
cool
that.
fact about Carboniferous bugs? That's when they were the biggest. That's when
Boom.
we had the griffin flies. That's when we had Meganura. That's when we had, I don't know how much information is necessary here. I guess that's already one good fact. I'll wait until other people ask for more.
I don't bite my thumb at you, but I do bite my thumb. That's what he
Yeah.
does. See, we need to say things like that. What is that? What does that mean? Like? Is that just like an FU? Is that like the middle finger? Is that what it is when you
Yeah.
bite your thumb?
I assume. I always
Why did
figured.
that go away? Hang on, I'm gonna look up where did biting your thumb come from? What is this? It's an obscene gesture
Will I watch Ants
Elizabeth in
Canada with
England.
Cerber? All I watch Ants
Elizabeth in
Canada with
England.
Cerber. All I want to do in the world is watch Ants Canada with Cerber. I love Cerber and I love Ants Canada, and I think having the two things together would be amazing. Even better. Shakespeare insults are the best. We need more AC. Ants Canada.
Just so
we do.
long as we don't start
I watch
adding
a little bit of that.
unnecessary phrase extenders
Wait,
like
really?
I say and by my
Yeah,
word
I watch
as.
Ants Canada.
Oh, dude. Oh,
Does-
it's so good.
Doesn't
My
he have like that
God.
big terrarium that has like all the different
Mhm.
like ants in them? And he's like, didn't like they like fight wars? And he's like, oh no, these one broke in, and it's like, and they're like killing each other. And he's like, what do I do? I've never seen
No.
as much destruction before.
Incredible ant drama.
Oh yeah, it kind of is sometimes. But I don't like Ellie. You're gonna be so proud of me. I recently had a spider on my wall, but
Yeah?
I almost killed it. But I thought about you, and so I instead got like an envelope and a cup,
Yes!
and I trapped it and then threw it outside. And I told it, "Don't you ever come back here, you hear?" And I threw it, so I saved it from dying.
I'm so proud of you both. Thank you
Yeah.
for saving it. Gomi asks if she can lick my weenus to see if I notice. I mean, first of all, sure. Second of all, I've been told that I have like really unusually soft weenuses, so enjoy.
What? Who told you that?
It's not a big
Who's been
deal.
touching your? No, who's been touching your weenus? What's going on?
Like a lot of people. I've been told this a bunch of times.
Is this a common thing for you? A lot of
Yeah.
people come up and touch your weenus.
Yeah, a number of times people have been like, "Wow, you've got like a weirdly soft weenus."
I feel like I count on my hands the amount of times someone's touched my weenus.
Get good. Eric, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Gomi.
Eric
Blabby
Quintana gifted
weenus.
a tier
No,
1
just
sub to
just
Gomi.
soft,
They have
just
given
silky
47
smooth.
gift subs in the channel.
Ew.
You're just jealous because no one's ever touched your weenus.
Yeah, you're so real for that. Dude, speaking of that,
Mm.
there's okay, this is kind of like an off tangent thing, but I remember there was
It's part of your elbow. It's not dirty. Okay, sorry. Continue.
a time in my science class where our teacher was teaching us about like adaptation and evolution or whatever. And like he wanted to show us some of the animals, and there was an old, I don't know if I wouldn't call it old. There was like a website where you could just like look at animals at a safari, I think.
Okay.
And we were looking at the monkeys, and I remember very
Wait, was it one of
vividly.
the campsites where it was like live
Yes.
updated? Yes, I used to go on those all the time.
Yeah. So we were watching it, and we found like the monkeys, and we were like, "Yo!" And the teacher looked away, and I very vividly remember the monkey engaging in monkey behavior with the other one, and the kid yelling "monkey sex" as loud as he could and
No!
pointing at the screen, and the teacher being like, "Ah!"
Oh my gosh, Axel, thank you so much for the sub. That's as a big time zoo enjoyer, as a person who very much enjoys to go to the zoo, I have seen a lot of bizarre animal behavior.
Like
Giraffes, that was the weirdest.
giraffe. Oh my god, you know what? I've never seen giraffe.
My dude, it's
Huh.
blue. My dude, it is blue.
Ew! Wait. Okay, hang on. I gotta open up.
No, don't look it up. Why would you look it up?
Because I mean, what the fuck? Hang on.
Why would you look that up?
What the fuck is this?
It's
There's an
straight up
Etsy.
blue. There's
How
an
is that sound
Etsy what?
It's called giraffe penis light blue.
What
Hang on,
is
wait,
it?
I'll send
What
it to you.
is it? Is it like
I'll
a
s-
necklace?
No, it's what you probably expect, but worse. You cannot pull this up on stream, by the way.
I won't pull it up on
I'll
stream.
send it to you.
Oh my god! That's not what I was
Who's-
expecting.
Who's buying that?
Harson, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. Giga Chad, thank you. Thank you.
Giga
Next
Chad.
gamer subs flavor? Absolutely not. I want to cry. I want to cry.
That's selling for $277. Can you believe that? That's a lot of fucking money. That's too much for that,
That's
right?
like,
I mean, it's like
oh my god.
this feels like something you see at like a thrift store in like some town you've never even heard of before. Like, you know what I mean?
Ducks are another crazy one. People talk a lot about duck anatomy and how weird it is, but I feel like people never talk about echidna anatomy and how weird that is.
Yo, don't they have like what? How many do they have? Like they have like 6 or something.
Well, it's really only one, but it's got that many heads.
Dude, nature's wild, bro.
Yeah, it's got 5 heads on it.
Nature is fucking weird, dude. Do you think they have to shake after they get done pissing?
I don't know. I feel like with the shape of them, it just sort of drags on the ground, and that probably cleans it up just fine.
Ew.
Yeah, I didn't like that either.
The old dirt bath, huh?
But yeah, monotremes like echidnas and platypodes, they did you know that they don't have nipples precisely? They have
What?
milk patches. So they have parts of their skin. So you know that milk is just sort of like adapted high fat sweat, right?
No, I did not know that.
Milk glands are just sweat glands that they now secrete some extra fat and protein and all kinds of things in the sweat. And so since monotremes are they branched off from other mammals much earlier, they didn't yet evolve nipples. They just had patches of skin called milk patches where they sweat milk instead of sweat.
That is. I'm never drinking milk again.
We're learning a lot about animals today.
We are. We most certainly are. So wait, it's just like a patch of skin that specifically just leaks. Okay.
That produces oily sweat.
So this is gonna sound crazy. Are our nipples kind of like what cow udders are?
Yeah, of course. Hi,
What the
Nuntags.
hell? So why don't we call them cow nipples? Why do
Well-
we call them udders?
I mean, I think it's just different names for the same thing. An udder is a kind of nipple.
I won't end if you can make platypus cheese.
Man, I wish we still had tails.
You absolutely could make platypus cheese. Why couldn't you? You wish we'd still had
Aren't they, like,
tails? I mean, some
poisonous?
people do.
Yeah, I saw that. That's like a rare, but like it's
Mhm.
not like it's not like a tail though, right? From what I've
Yeah.
seen, it's just like it is like it's an actual tail.
No. It's not exactly. But
It's like a
people's
bone.
can. Yeah. I mean, tails
Yeah.
have bones in them.
Yeah, I mean, like I want like a tail that we could like. I feel like we really just
You want like a prehensile tail, like a monkey
yeah,
has?
like I feel like as like evolution happened, like I feel like we kind of fucked ourselves, like not having like a cool tail that we could pick things up with, and like I don't know. I just feel like like what happened? Why?
What?
Bo is indeed a furry. Guys, I just want to tell that like imagine how easy your life would be if you had like a third like a hand basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Bo, let me clear this up for you. Let me clear up the furry allegations. Do you want that
Uh-huh.
tail to be covered in skin? Or do you want that tail to be covered in hair?
Ooh. I feel
You
like a
want it
skin
furry,
tail would
don't
be
you?
disgusting.
You want it furry,
s-
don't you?
Okay, but a skin tail is disgusting.
Furry.
That's not how that works. What do you mean? What do
Furry
you mean?
confirmed! Furry confirmed!
That's crazy. If you want a skin tail, you're insane. That's that
Zeltix,
doesn't feel right.
welcome! Thank you for the follow. Yeah, furry.
Skin is just the wrong answer regardless of the furry status. Thank you so much. No
I
real ones
love those
understand.
Sphinx cats. I think they look like raw chicken. I love them. I would live and die for a raw chicken alien cat.
They I never seen one in
Scorpion
person.
tail? Yes.
but okay, scorpion tail's cool, but like
But like,
I don't know. Like I'm trying to think. If we lived in a world where humans had scorpion tails, do we think we'd ever make knives?
what?
Do you know what I mean?
Explain what you mean by that. What do you mean?
Like, okay, if we as humans had scorpion tails, right? Would we
Mhm.
fight using our tails, or would we still make swords and use our
Well,
hands?
do you think we invented knives for fighting?
No. Well, I mean, I feel like knives came from cavemen making sharp rock and being like, "This hurt," and then like we hurt thing with it, and then
Well,
so
But knives are first and foremost a tool, right? Sure,
All right,
maybe
chef.
you use them for hunting, but we had like we had stone tools that were literally just a sharpened rock into a knife. Like we were making points long before we were securing them to anything. Even before you have a spear, right? Which is like one of the simplest weapons you can make with a sharp rock. You still would like to have a sharp rock. Think about, like, do you have scissors in your house?
Yeah, I use it to cut pizza.
Yeah. Well, we'll get back to that. But can you imagine how many things a day you need a sharp item for, right?
But I okay, not
Cleaning
in
hides,
this day.
preserving animals, getting the meat off of the bone.
But your tail could do that.
How could a scorpion tail?
It has a
Clean
point.
a
It's
hide.
sharp, isn't it?
It
No,
has
okay.
a
If we're
point
talking,
on
if we're
it, but we need
if
a
we're
sharp
talking about
edge to be able
humans.
to. Yeah.
Isn't it sharp?
It doesn't have a sharp edge. You need something that has a sharp edge so that you can
Oh yeah,
scrape
it's like
the meat
it's
off
like
of
a
the hide, right? So that you
cylindrical
can
thing.
cut the pizza. How hard would it be to cut a pizza with a scorpion tail, my friend?
Well, I don't know. I don't have a scorpion tail, but if I did, I bet I could cut a pizza.
Okay, if you had a needle, do you think you could cut a pizza with it?
If you give me enough time.
So I think you maybe wouldn't have invented a knife, but I think everyone else would have.
But see, I don't need to though, because my tail would be just winning. I'd just be winning. You know what I mean?
What would you be winning at?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I just win. Anything you need a knife for, my tail could do it. We need wings. I feel like that's what we missed out on. We need wings. I feel like that'd be so cool.
I
What?
mean, flying would be nice.
It
Also
would be,
a lot
right?
of work, though. Like a lot of work.
But we wouldn't know that though, because it'd be normal for us.
Do you use the pizza scissors to cut your hair?
No.
Okay, good.
No. I go to a barber for that. I'm not a complete animal. I just cut my pizza with scissors.
I've only ever gone to like an actual hair salon a couple of times.
It's really nice. I went to one that was like, okay, so normally I go to this old barber guy and he only knows how to do like maybe 2 or like 1 haircut style when they're
Heck
all
yeah.
from like the 50s. But
You
like
know
it
what's
works,
funny? I
whatever.
always pictured you having the hair that your model has, and I was like, wait, you go to a barber for that?
I mean, I did for a while. Like not too long ago, my hair was long enough that I could actually put it in a ponytail. And I would do that. But I was like, you know what? I hate like showers take too long now. And like I can't have that. So I cut it and I made it short. But I went to like this one store and they came in and they're like, "Oh, it's your first time here." And I was like, "Yeah, I want to get it done like this." And they said, "Okay." And they said, "Well, since it's your first time here, we're gonna throw in like the face massage and like
What?
and like the spa treatment." And I was like, "What?" And then
Bro.
like so they cut my hair and then they put like me in this chair, like this massage chair, and they put like a warm towel over my head, and they like let me like sit in there just for like 30 or 40 minutes.
Phoenix,
And I was like,
welcome. Thank you for the
yo, this is what
follow.
it's like to be rich. I was like,
Oh
this
my
is what it's
God.
like. This is great.
Rich
Yeah.
people
And then
get towel massages every time they get their hair cut?
I guess so. I mean, they did butter me up. I'm definitely going back. Don't get it wrong. I'm going back there. I'm going to be like, hello. And I'm gonna
Hi,
come
it's
to
my
the door
first time again.
Hi, I'm new here again.
Oh, sweet God, dude. I grew up, we like never got our hair cut at like a haircut place because I was the third child and I was much younger than my sisters and they were also autistic. And so by the time my parents had me to deal with, they were like, we're not going through that nightmare again. So they never even took me to get my hair cut at like a haircut place. My mom always just did it. So
That's cute.
only in the last like year did I go to like a real hair place and get my hair cut at like a hair place.
It's nice, isn't it?
VMX, thank you so much for the Prime sub. It's a little stressful, but overall, yeah.
All you gotta do is sit in the chair.
Ugh, but then they ask you questions and you like forget the answers even though it's about you.
What do you mean they ask you questions? Can't like you don't have to talk to them. Do they like force you to talk to them?
Well, they ask you questions. You can't just ignore them.
Like
They've
like
got
what?
the
Like,
scissors.
are they asking about your hair or are they asking about like your life?
They ask about your life. They'll be like, what do you do for a living? You got a
See,
boyfriend?
That's me though. I'm the one that's talking to the barber like that.
Yeah,
Like, I'm the
but
one.
it's just like, what do you do for a living to the
No,
person
no, I'm
cutting
always
his
like,
hair?
I was now like, how's your day been so far? And they're like, oh, you know, and I'm like, has it been pretty busy? Doesn't, you know, like, was there a big crowd come in? And they're like, oh, no, not yet. Normally during lunchtime. I'm like, okay, what days are the busiest? And they're like, oh, you know, Wednesdays and Thursdays. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, do you have days off on those days, or is it just always like a constant flow of people? And then see, that's how you talk to people.
Bo's gotta get that goss.
Yeah, and I get the gossip,
Probably
and
Ren's
I'm.
talks for that too. Oh my god. Is it true? Is it true?
No, I don't rent a tux for that.
Aw,
I walk.
disappointing.
No, I wear my. I have one good shirt that I wear.
You have one
It's
good
like,
shirt.
yeah, well, it's
What
like my
makes it a
fancy
good
shirt.
shirt? What makes it a good shirt?
It's really nice. It's like a long sleeved blue shirt.
Okay.
And yeah, and it's like, I don't know, it just feels good, and it like looks good on me, and I'm like,
No
damn,
pizza stains.
I'm
So
sexy when I put it on. I'm like, shit. And so I feel confident in it. I'm like, let's fucking go.
one good
That's my
shirt. Yeah, I have like 2 cute outfits. Really just one cute outfit because they use the same shirt. Oh, going to the dentist? I like when the dentist asks me questions, but that's a me thing. Bittersweet Roll! Welcome! Thank you so much for the follow.
I feel like my dentist tried to ASMR me last time I went there.
Explain what you mean by this.
So she sat down and she started working on my teeth, but then she started whispering. Like, as she was working on my teeth, she's like, all right, let's go ahead and check out back there. And I was like, what are you whispering? Like, what is this? And like,
No!
I was like, what's going on right now? And she was like, and she's just like talking, and she's like, all right, well, it seems like everything's going on over there, but let's try over on this side. And I was like, why are you
Dude, this is
talking to me
literally
like
my
this?
dream. I've had a crush on my dentist for the last like 3 years. It's fine, but I'm just saying. It should have been me.
I was like, is this like accidental ASMR? Because I could definitely see some people being like, no, this is the most relaxing thing I think I've ever have happened to me. But I was like, why are you doing this? I was like, why are you whispering? Like, what is
Dude,
this?
It is remarkable. People in everyday life, they don't know what ASMR is. They're just like ASMRing each other by accident all the freaking time.
I have a key memory from when I was young. I think I got ASMR'd because I used to like it when people would look in my ear, and my dad used to like do this bit where he'd like look in my ear and be like, what's in your ear? And he'd go, let me take a closer look. And he'd like lean in and pretend to look, and he'd go, make like an elephant noise. Like, you got an elephant in your ear. And I'd be
That
like,
doesn't
what?
sound like ASMR, my guy. I think
Well,
you're gonna
no,
have
but,
a
like,
very bad
no.
ASMR stream if
No,
that's what
listen.
ASMR sounds like to
No,
you.
but okay. Oh, you didn't let me finish.
Mhm.
I remember him doing that, and I was like, it's weird because when he like leans in and he like looks in my ear, it gives my brain a tingle, but I didn't know how to like explain it. So I'd be like, do it again, but no elephant noise. And he'd be like, okay. And he'd like pretend to look in my ear, and then I'd be like, yeah.
Thank you so
And he's
much
like,
for the
what's wrong with
prime
you?
sub. Well, I mean that's like pretty normal, right? Like the thing is, ASMR doesn't have to be sus at all. Like that's the thing that like it's kind of weird how much people consider it sus. You know what I mean?
I didn't think it was sus. I just like, you know, like,
Yeah. No, but like
yeah.
there's nothing wrong with that, right? Like it helps calm you down. Like that's actually like a sweet thing for a doctor to do, right? If a doctor is like working with kids and kids are nervous, right? Speaking in like a soft whispery voice might
Okay,
like
whoa, rewind. Because I said my childhood doctor, whispered a lot when I was, and everyone called me a freak in here. I very vividly remember that being like, I think I got the ASMR thing because my doctor used to whisper, and everyone was like, that's weird. That's weird.
I wouldn't have said that. I don't think
You
there's
said,
anything
I
wrong with
swear
that.
to God, you said it. You agreed with them. You went, that's a little weird, Bo. I swear to chat. You got
Well,
my back
I think
on
it's
this
weird
one.
if you're like, I like ASMR to this day because my doctor used to do it. But I think that like,
But that's where they come from. Isn't it where the triggers come from? It's like childhood things.
wait, really? I always assumed
Yes.
that it was just like, I don't know, stuff you
I
like.
think it,
Like you
I
just
think
kind
it
of humans
comes,
like it.
I swear that it comes from like childhood things.
Does it? Is
Like
this a
chat.
thing? Chat, help. Is this a thing? Does it actually come from like childhood experiences?
Like it has to, right? Because some people are like, oh, I really like you ever have the thing in school where people would like trace on your back like a letter, and you'd have to like decide like what it was?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, like some people have correlated that to being like, you know, people doing like the tracing thing on like, or like face tapping, kind of like ASMR and stuff like that. Like some people have correlated with that, or like maybe you had someone draw you at some point, like in, I don't know, elementary, like you were the person, they drew you,
and like that's your ASMR now, is to get your portrait drawn, right?
Well, I just kind of assumed that it was more like you liked it then and you like it now. Like the same reasons why people like to do that when they're kids are the same reasons why they like to do it now. Like it's
But
just
it like makes your
ASMR doesn't
brain
really go
tingle.
away. I know, but like it makes your brain tingle no matter what. Like I think that you just kind of get ASMR'd and it's not like a specific thing that causes it, but if you remember, right? The reason it's a selection bias. It's not that it's like, oh, you like it now because you experienced it then. It's like you remember experiencing it then because it left an impression on you because you liked it, which is probably why you still like it. But you probably still like it because you liked it back then, you know?
I need to figure this out. Like I need someone to be like where this came from, or because I swore it came from. Whoa, wait, what the fuck is this?
I probably do spend more time as Kittybot than I do as regular Ellie. Okay, what were you saying?
Wow, the Wikipedia article.
For
All
ASMR?
right, let's see. Yeah.
Dude, I love ASMR. It's so nice.
It's great. I like it. Like sometimes I watch it before I go live.
Yeah, no, me too.
Yeah,
It's like
like I
a
just
really
relax.
good way to. I always watch it after I stream.
That's good. That's probably smarter than what I do, where I
Because
watch
then
it
you're
before.
falling asleep on stream. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I like to put on ASMR while I'm like brushing my teeth, and then by the time I get to bed, I'm just like good night, and it is instantaneous. I love ASMR.
For me, like, so sometimes this is gonna be crazy. Sometimes when I'm writing stuff for like D&D, I'll turn on ASMR in the background and I'll type, and I'll be like writing a story as I'm listening to it, and then like in the middle of it, so I'll have like it on my second monitor, and I watch like a lot of like doctor stuff where they're like checking your eyes and like listening to your ear, or like, you know, everything like that, because that's just,
Hey,
I don't know,
Ashman.
for
Yeah.
some reason that tingles my brain. And then I'll like get distracted because they'll be like, all right, look at me, and I'll just like obey.
Yeah, no, me too. It's so funny.
And I
Like,
don't-
why do I feel the need to follow the instructions? They won't
Right.
know.
I don't know why I do it, but I catch myself where it's like they're like, all right, look at me, and I like turn over and look over at the thing, and they're like, all right, now stare past me, and I'm like doing it, and they're like zooming in, like leaning in, like they're looking into your ear or like your eye, I mean, and you're like, wow, this is really relaxing. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
ASMR is
I
very
don't like
weird.
wet sounds. Like people talk
I
about like,
hate-
oh, ASMR is gross, whatever.
Ugh.
I think it's mostly the wet sounds that make people think
Yeah.
that. I don't like the wet mouth sounds. I
Slime.
like. Oh no, not my thing. I like.
I don't like water in the jar either.
Oh, I kind of like water in the jar, but that's
Oh,
different.
dude.
Yeah.
It bothers me so much. I'm like, this is awful. But the moment I do it, it ruins the vibe for me. I'm like, please stop. Like, I don't know why.
I like I like okay, you know when someone has like a 3DO and they put their hands over the ears and
Yeah, they
they're
cup
like,
your ears.
yeah, I love that. I like whispering. And I like
Same.
I love the lights. I love when they like have the lights and
The
they're
pin
sort of
light?
like, yeah, and they're like moving the light over the screen and they're like, follow the light. Now look at my nose.
Yes,
Don't
I
follow the
love
light."
those
I
too,
love
Ellie. I
those!
love those. And then they
Those
do the
are
thing
my
where
favorite.
they're like, okay, my hands are gonna come into screen. Tell me when you see them, kind of thing as well. Or
Yes.
they'll do like the thing where they'll be like, tell me which hand I'm gonna like is moving, and they'll go like, you can say like left,
Literally
right,
just Sleepy Time Dora Explorer, but for adults.
I remember I got into ASMR because my friends found the video and it made him laugh because he's like, this is so weird. And so he sent me it, and we were in a call and I watched it, and it was literally a doctor exam. And I was like watching it, I was kind of like, wait a minute, why am I fucking with this? But like he was like, that's fucking weird, isn't it? And I was like, yeah, it's weird. And so I waited for us to like, I ended the call early, and then I was like, I need to watch all of it.
I feel so bad for people who don't get tingles. Like people bring it up a lot, and it's just like a percentage of the population can't, and I feel really bad for them.
It's
like-
so cool.
It's so nice. It's like if someone was giving you a massage, but they weren't there. Like just
Yeah,
like
it's very weird. I didn't know people couldn't get it.
yeah.
I was not
What is
aware of that.
tingles?
Wow.
Okay, so ASMR is a response that you have, that seemingly other mammals have as well. So we don't know how far back it evolved, but you probably have noticed if you've ever been like petting an animal and they've been really liking it, right? And they like close their eyes, right? And they're like snuggling up, right? It's really hard to explain what that feeling is, but it happens. It happens in all kinds of mammals. And oh yeah, and some people who do get the tingles don't like it. So I guess the best way for me to explain it is it feels almost like chills, but in like a good way.
I'm
Like I
trying
get
to
like
find.
goosebumps and I like feel it run up my spine.
That's what I have too. That's what it does
Yeah.
with me. But like mine doesn't. I don't know if I don't get goosebumps. It feels like the best way to describe it is a tingle, where it's just like it tingles my brain. Like it doesn't go to my spine. It just makes my brain kind of like, okay. I feel like my
Yeah.
brain stops thinking. It's the best way to describe it. For like a brief
Yeah.
moment, the
Your
tingles
brain
just kind
just
of
goes
wash
like
over.
fuzzy and blank. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, you know what? I'm just not gonna think anymore. And it just like it's this state of just like my eyes like glaze over, and I'm like, wow, this is what it's like to just not think. This is great, and it's like it's so good. I don't know. It's fantastic. It's hard to explain to people that don't like that
Yeah.
haven't tried it or like just haven't experienced it. I don't know, but it's such a nice feeling.
I keep thinking, and I can only really describe it in terms of other situations that give me the same tingles. Because I was like, it's like when you, when someone hugs you really tight and they like pick you up a little bit, and you get that like feeling. Like that's what the tingles are. And then it's like, wait, that's probably the same thing. And people who don't get it probably don't get it in that situation either.
There's a video. This is what I've used to like help people. They're like, what is ASMR like for your brain? It's this video of a dog. It's like a German Shepherd, and they're using the head massage on it, and it's going, oh. And they go, does it feel good? And he goes, oh, like that. And they just lose it. And I'm like, this is the best way to describe it, because it's just the dog absolutely vibing right now. It's just enjoying life. It's like, this is the best experience I've ever had in my life. And it's so
I'm pulling
funny.
it up. I'm pulling it up. I'm pulling it up. I need to have a better way of doing this. Why do I only have the most inefficient way of doing this possible?
Wow, look at those transitions.
I know. Okay, GeoGuessr. Because I only have one way to share my screen,
you gotta fix
and
this.
I need to fix it. It's so bad. I know.
Why don't you just window capture?
I do.
But why don't you just... Okay, never mind.
He loves it!
He's like...
He loves it! I love it so much.
That's like, he's literally having the best day of his life. Like, the dude is in pure bliss. That is what ASMR like is.
That's what ASMR feels like. Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's just the absolute best for your brain. It feels... I wonder if there's going to be a study to see like if people that listen to ASMR, if they're like, if they live longer. You know what I mean? I feel like that's the thing that always happens. You know what I mean? You know what I mean,
can't
though?
just like something. He has to also be like, and if you don't like it, you're gonna die.
I didn't say that. I just feels like there's so much stuff where it's like, oh yeah, this thing's new. Let's see if it makes you live longer. And it's like, scientists found out that if you did this, it makes you live longer. And it's like, oh wow, who would have thought? But like, I just feel like it's a go-to thing. There's something I remember reading once about people using frog cells to regenerate like body.
Excuse me?
You know what I mean?
What?
And they were like, we can become immortal if we do this. No, I swear, it's like the thing that makes a tadpole turn into a frog. And they're like, if we put that in a human, and like,
I swear, into a human.
The thing that makes the tadpole turn into a frog.
Why would that make us
because
young
it rejuvenates cells. I was at the doctor's office and I was looking at a book and I was like reading it and they called it like the Pac-Man thing because it looked like a Pac-Man. And they were like, "Oh yeah, this is the
ads.
No. This was like a magazine." And
Scientists hate this one weird trick to live forever with frog goo.
Dude, no, I swear. Hang on. Frog, Pac-Man, Gene,
Bro.
No, I swear this is like a thing. They were like, "Yo, what if we put this in like a person? Do you think that it would like rejuvenate like cells?" And they're like, "We call this the Pac-Man thing because it looks like a Pac-Man." And I was like, "What is this? This is
Aging
crazy."
is like a very complicated process.
Mm-hmm.
It a lot of different things play roles, right? We've got like telomere length, you know.
I hate it when my telomere is not linked.
Cellular senescence, right? There's there are a lot of things that contribute to aging. I don't think the absence of frog Pac-Man cells
But
is one
how
of
do you know
them.
though? But do you
You're
know?
right. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe
Yeah, maybe we just haven't thought this far ahead. Like, I mean,
wow.
has anyone tried?
God, wouldn't I feel stupid if the secret was just eating one frog a day would keep you young forever?
No, it's not a frog. It was a tadpole. It was the things that the tadpoles had that turned them into frogs. They made them grow like the limbs.
Wow, I could use more
Yeah.
limbs.
No,
Imagine how
but it doesn't do
beautiful
that
I'd
for
be if
that.
I just had more limbs.
I think Bo's talking about stem cells. I just remember looking at it and they're like, have we figured out the cure to aging? And I was like, no, of course we haven't. And then I read it and I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was like, what do you mean Pac-Man virus? What is this? And then I was like, I'm gonna look this up when I go home. Never did. Completely forgot about it until now, until this very moment. I didn't believe it, just so you know. I was just like, there's no way this
You
is
sure
right.
did share it like you believed it?
Yeah, but like I said it in a very dumb way because I knew it wasn't right. Listen, I know if you eat a tadpole or if you inject a tadpole, you're not gonna.
Well,
It's
how do you
okay.
know, Bo?
Like,
You've never done it. Maybe if we start injecting
maybe I
ourselves
should be the
with
first.
tadpoles right now, yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna
Maybe
go
you'll
find a
age
tadpole
backwards.
right now.
You'll look,
That'd be awesome.
yeah, 12 years old in no time. You can go to Chuck E. Cheese.
Yo, did you ever go to Chuck E. Cheese?
Of course I went to Chuck E. Cheese.
Did the animatronics scare you?
No, I love animatronics.
I remember me and my friend being like, we should put our hand in its mouth.
Did you?
No, the people kept stopping us before we did. They're like, please leave Chucky alone. And we were
Stop
like,
putting things in his mouth.
leave Chucky alone. Yeah, I went a couple of times. It was fun.
I don't really
remember
have like
much.
the ability to tell when things are like uncanny valley. Like I don't
That
know
makes sense.
what's wrong with me, but it doesn't happen for me. Things just don't really look uncanny valley to me. So I love a lot of things that a lot of people find uncomfortable to look at, like VTubers.
Oh, look at that. Scientists have apparently made a medication that can repair telomeres or something, or like regenerating DNA or
Ooh.
some way. That's
I mean, that's
probably,
cool.
but that's tadpoles.
That's probably
the
the tadpoles. Yeah, they probably
That's
just
the
eating
tadpoles,
tadpoles,
dude. I'm telling you.
slurping them on down.
They have been, dude. They've been keeping the tadpole secret away from us. I need to go and just make this like a fake conspiracy and tell this to someone that I feel like would believe it, and then just see how far it spreads.
Yeah, people
should just
hate
do that.
looking at uncanny stuff. Uncanny stuff like really freaks people out.
I can't think of anything uncanny off the top of my head. Like Chuck E. Cheese is like, I wouldn't call that uncanny more than I would just be like, it's weird. Like not weird as in like I'm scared of it. It's just like why you look like that? Like why are your eyes so small? Kind of thing. Like I don't get scared. You know what I mean?
Well,
Wait, do you think that we find you uncomfortable to look at?
do you
Yeah,
find
answer
me
that, Ellie.
uncomfortable to look at? Do you find me uncomfortable to look at?
I mean, I can't answer that, but
Bo!
I don't. I think you're lovely.
Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, no. So yeah, I don't have like face blindness, but I have a really hard time telling people apart. It's like very funny to my friends because we'll be watching a movie and Country Boy for Life, welcome! Thank you for the follow. And they'll be like, oh, it's so crazy to watch this person play this role. And I'll be like, that's that person? Like even really recognizable people. Like Ron Perlman, I can't recognize in a movie. I have no ability to recognize the actor. And like there are some guy, the part of the problem is all of our actors look the same. Like you could show me a picture of any man in his just like middle age with brown hair and tell me it's Brad Pitt and I would probably believe you. Literally any guy who just like kind of looks like a dad, that could be Brad Pitt. I would believe you.
I feel like it's a pretty safe bet. You know,
Yeah,
it's like a
I don't-
50-50.
I don't know what's wrong with me, but I have like a really hard time telling people apart. Am I face blind? I don't think so. I don't think so because like I can tell my friends, right? Like I don't know, but also, you know, you learn to recognize like features and hair color and everything and haircut. And the problem is like from movie to movie they don't always have the same haircut, you know? And hair color.
Yeah, like they're playing different characters, so.
Yeah, literally every
understandable.
time I find out that's like, oh, so and so is such and such actor, excuse me, you know? Have I tried the face blindness test? I didn't know there was such a thing. Bo,
Yeah,
you want
what?
to take a
I
face
didn't know about
blindness
that.
test?
Yeah, sure.
Let's go. Okay, okay.
Let's make sure that it's a good one. Is there one that's just
okay.
called Test My Brain? Is this?
Yeah, that's the one that I was gonna do. Okay, we're gonna switch over to the gamer zone.
Oh my god, we have to agree to participate? Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know what you expected. I need to fix this. I need to fix this so bad.
I feel like it's just looking at. It's gonna ask what your age is. Okay.
Wow, this is long. Jesus Christmas.
Imagine reading that. Just press I agree. It's not like it's gonna be like
but-
Disney where it's
yes,
gonna.
that's me in all of the movies. I'm that famous actor.
Because you had a Disney
Yo!
membership.
Toki, I never would have recognized you. Thank you so much for the sub.
Yo!
Okay.
Should I
we're gonna-
participate in this too, or should I just like
Yeah, I don't know.
watch you?
Where is it? We're just gonna hide that real quick. And yes. Okay, done. Submitted. So now we can display this again. Okay, memorize the face in the next 3 images. A test will follow.
Okay.
That's just Bart Simpson. Oh,
I remember it.
I don't know if I've ever seen him from the front like that.
This feels like a sleeper agent thing that's gonna like wake up here in a minute.
Are they kidding? Is this the test? Who would get this wrong? Oh, that was the practice.
All right, there we go.
That was the practice. Okay, okay. Oh. Let's see. Okay.
All
His
right.
ears are kind of flat to his head. His eyebrows are kind of blurry. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, I know. I got this one. I know where it is. Do you want me to tell you?
No, I can do this.
Okay. Oh, you did it.
Yeah, I got this. Oh, sweet
Oh, you got
mother of God. Okay, okay, this one is easy because his eyebrows are really close to his eyes.
I feel like you got 2 of them wrong.
No.
I feel like you did.
No, would it stop if I got it wrong?
No, I think it's gonna keep going, but you got 2 of them wrong.
Well, but this one is like super easy because his eyes are like really small and they're right under his eyebrows.
Okay. It's like Oblivion characters from like, the Elder
Oh!
Scrolls.
Yeah, this guy has like really round cheeks. We can stick with this. He doesn't have much of a jaw. We got this. Oh no.
Come on.
These things are gonna be staring at me in my dreams. What? Okay, this guy is pointy. This guy is
Okay,
very pointy.
I figured out something. If they look at you head on, you do not know who they are.
Shut up!
We should talk to you from an
He's
angle.
the pointy one. Pointy. Oh no, this man has no identifying characteristics.
What do you mean? Yeah, he does.
He has like a little bit of a mustache. That's all we've got. They all have a little bit of a mustache. Frick! He has a big chin? Okay.
Wait, don't look at chat for help.
I'm sorry,
got it
I was...
Oh my god, you got all of them wrong.
No, I didn't.
Okay, you got the last one right.
Shut up. Okay, wait, what do we do?
Giga Chad.
What do we
Oh
do
my
with this
god,
one?
he's the Giga Chad. He's the Rizzler guy.
He's got very, very intense cheekbones. We can stick with that. This one? I think. One I don't welcome! Thank you so much for the follow. This one, right?
Okay, you got them all right on that one.
Really?
Yeah, the last one you got
Okay,
right.
next you will review the same 6 people for 20 seconds. Oh,
Okay.
no. Okay, he's long. He's round. He's rounder. Oh, I don't stand a chance, dude. He's got a little bit of a chin. He's got more of a chin, and he's long. Long, round, chin, chinner, long.
You got it.
Okay.
Ooh.
Bro, I do not know.
It's one on the left for this one that I'm looking at. The one on the right?
Stop giving me the answer.
What do you know if I'm giving you the right answers?
Well, stop. Okay.
Wait, you trusted me?
Yeah, I trusted you. Dude, I don't know. Jinximus, thank you so much. 5 months already. Thank you so much for the
5
sub.
months
Thank you so
already.
much for being
Time
here.
flies when you're having fun, Minibot love.
I feel like I would have remembered this one because his eyes are really far up. And same thing with this guy, so I'm gonna go with this one. Oh, dude, I don't know.
It's your weakness.
I would have
because they're staring
remembered
at you
this
head
one.
on. Yeah.
This is just random chance.
It's not. It's a face blindness test.
Bo, what's your score gonna be? You're gonna get like right?
I can't do
like,
it now
you
because
can't do
I'm
this
watching
either,
yours.
right? Ugh. You could be doing it at the same time.
I could, but I don't want to ace a test.
Shut up. Drag your butt through the mud in chess.
you have to beat me in something. Oh yeah, well, I'd beat you in chess.
I would. This is like no one could do this, right? This point, I'm literally just clicking randomly.
Stop! You're giving up.
I don't know. These are the same guy.
You know.
The only difference I can tell between these men is their noses. This one has the darkest eyebrows.
You don't see the. I'm not gonna help.
I guess this one has higher up eyes.
Okay, I'm gonna take mine.
Yeah, you take yours. No
Okay.
cheating though.
Okay, I'm not looking anymore. I'm gonna.
No one can do this, dude. There's no way. Put faces on chess pieces. Am I the dog that would bark at the guy wearing a fedora? Is this an I think you should leave reference? Because if so, moi, I love you. Thank you for bringing this to my chat. That's okay, Barbie. I'm not the Blues Brothers. I don't know. I'm literally just guessing randomly. I'm just like choosing a guy. They all look the same. They're all just like smooth, bald baby boys. Take it again and give the guys names? Ooh. Wait, you're supposed to be choosing the same face every time? No, I think you're supposed to be choosing the one from, like,
The
one
list.
of... Yeah, like, they show you 6, and you just have to choose which one was in the 6. Yeah. I've gotta be almost done, right? How long is this thing? Okay, fine. George, Henry, Paul, Bartholomew, Gregory, and Daniel. George, Henry, Paul, Bartholomew, Gregory, Daniel. No! They're kidding me!
What'd you get?
Okay. Now they're all Brizzly. They made them Brizzly.
Oh, I haven't. Yeah, I'm taking the test myself right now.
Well, this stinks, dude. They all look like Voldemort. It became a CAPTCHA test. People just kind of see a blurry face. I don't see a blurry face. I don't think anyone can tell these men apart. They have no distinguishing characteristics. You just have to, like, remember where the things are on their face. Was I incredibly confused through the entire show? Yes, I was! I had a very hard time with Breaking Bad. It's just like a bunch of bald men and you have to remember which one's which. Like, okay, if you showed me two of them at the same time and you were like, is this the same guy or is this a different guy? I would probably be able to tell, but like, just going off of memory, it's really hard. I don't think you guys would be getting these much better than I am. This guy. No, that doesn't look like that doesn't look like people.
That does not look like people.
Some of them don't look like people.
No, you're right. They look like Oblivion characters.
They do. Yeah. Also, hey Shubi, you wanna come on our little podcast after we finish with this and explain to us why I'm stupid?
Do we have enough
What's
time
wrong
for that?
with my brain that I'm? Oh my god, Bo! I will throw you in a river. Oh, she's visiting her parents. Never mind. Never mind.
Good excuse.
Have fun. Have fun with more about me. Ugh. Okay, submitted. Submitted. Yeah. I don't think it was enjoyable, but I mean, was it supposed to be? Do I have any technical problems? No. Mr. Mooncat, welcome! Thank you for the follow. Hi! Okay. No other information I would like to share, thank you. Huh.
God, I hope this doesn't end with like, in order for us to get it, just give us your email or whatever. What'd you get?
Bo,
Uh-huh.
what's wrong with me?
Well, what did
I've
you
always
get?
said that I was bad at faces, but I didn't think.
What did you get? I'm taking my test. I don't want to. I guess you're over with
You
it. I can
scored
look.
higher than 0 out of every 10 people who took this test.
Hey, that's all right, champ. That's
What?
okay.
Did I get like some kind of traumatic brain injury? Shumi, what causes this? Shumi, why am I like this?
I mean, at least we know you weren't kidding when you said you can't remember faces.
Dude.
That's impressive.
50% is better than random guessing. I know, right? I need to be rebooted. Someone made me wrong. What?
I think I'm almost done with mine. I'm at the blurry
You
part.
seem to not be able to see curvatures of faces in depth. I mean, I can. It's just that it implant itself in my brain? Well, I don't think I have brain damage.
Chad's gonna gaslight you into thinking you have brain damage.
I don't think I have brain damage. Okay, I'm Googling it. I'm Googling right now.
That's always a good idea. When you're not sure about something, Googling it always ends up with the correct result.
I'm just gonna Google, why can't I tell faces apart?
You're not sharing your screen anymore, are you?
I
Okay,
know.
thank God.
I'm not. Not brain damage. Prosopagnosia is a neurological disorder that can make it difficult to recognize faces and facial expressions, even if you have normal vision. While most agnosias are caused by brain damage, prosopagnosia can also occur without brain damage. See, chat, no brain damage on this ball. What? Why? What is it, though? What? Ellie was dropped as a kid. I was not. My parents are very responsible. You can't blame them for how I turned out.
Alright, my score was
has it?
60. My score was 62%.
There's a
Let's
significant
see.
overlap between autism and face blindness, but mostly in children. So it's definitely possible without brain damage.
I scored higher than 6 out of every 10 people who took this test.
Neanders has it. Honestly, that's actually very reassuring. So, Bo, you're better than average?
Yeah, I guess I am. Here, I'll send you the screenshot.
Wow! Not so average Bo now.
Look at that. I can remember people's faces. There you go. I got a 62 on the test.
Not bad,
That's
Bo.
passing.
That's like the best grade you've ever gotten, right?
Yeah, actually true. Not wrong. I'm something of an expert. Well, I feel like I just went through like a CIA like brain
I know.
that, right? Don't you feel like you're kind of like, what were we even talking about before that?
There is no treatment? There's no treatment.
You don't need to get treated. All that matters is you remember your friends.
I mean, it would be kind of convenient. It's actually kind of the worst. People think I'm snubbing them all the time.
Why? Because you just don't acknowledge them and you're like, oh, I didn't realize I knew you.
Yeah. Or, I mean, because, like, okay, if you're not sure that you know someone, you're not going to walk up to them and be like, hey, right? Because that's very bad. That's very embarrassing. Because there's a good chance
hey,
you're
do I
wrong.
know you from somewhere?
And that's embarrassing. But if you don't recognize someone, but then, you work with them every single day, they feel very bad. They're like,
well, now you can tell them that you have this thing.
yeah, I guess.
Yeah. You could just be like, oh, sorry, I have...
I don't think that makes it cuter.
I don't think we were aiming for cuteness. I think we were just aiming for facts, because you scored, what is it? Higher than 0% of all the 10 people that took it. So I think it's just you have it.
This is like one of the things that I'm most nervous about with this date. It was a huge thing I was nervous about last date, because every dude who walked by with brown hair, I had to
Double take?
like mouth open smile to demonstrate like, I recognize you. Hi. Just in case it was him.
I mean, you've only met them once. It's understandable that you don't remember every single detail.
Well, now I've met him twice, but if I don't recognize him at the museum, so I just have to be like, every time a guy with brown hair, approximately his shape, walks by.
Why don't you just message him and be like, where are you at? So that you can figure out exactly where he is.
Well, because I don't want to sound desperate. I don't want to be like, excuse me, you're 1 minute late and I need to know where you are.
No, I meant like if you're at the museum and you can't tell if it's him or not, be like, hey, are you at the museum yet? And then that's fine to ask. And they're like, oh no, I'm not there yet. Or like, yeah, I'm here. I'm at this place.
That's fine to ask. Shape, yeah. Have Bug BF wear a name tag? I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Dude, one of the things that's been like genuinely on my mind, like I don't think it would happen, but like I have said what day and what museum my date is at, and I can't
you worried
recognize
about-
faces. What if anyone else shows up? Literally anyone could hijack my date. I mean, I would recognize his voice. So, like, as long as they didn't talk, they could hijack my date.
Sorry, my voice is gone. Sorry.
I have a cough. Yeah.
Oh, it's okay.
I mean, you can if you're ever unsure, you can like shoot him a text message
Yeah.
and then see
Yeah.
if the phone goes. Doo-doo-doo.
Create a secret password.
A great premise for a heist movie. Pretend to go on a date with the person.
Oh,
Okay, I'm
okay.
looking at
Wait.
prosopagnosia and autism.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, okay. Whitnett, welcome! Thank you for the follow. Hey, okay, the face blindness
Why'd you
autism
say hey
link.
like that?
Why don't? Why did
That
you
was
go
like
jump in a
Navi
river,
from-
idiot?
From Legend of Zelda. I was like, hey!
Hey! Shut up, man! I don't analyze the way you say things.
Yeah. Let's not get carried away now.
Okay. Prosopagnosia potentially occurs in more than 36% of autistic adults.
There you go.
Huh.
You're to 36%.
Interesting. Okay. So, I mean, there we go, I guess. Mystery solved.
Oh yeah, did you see what they said?
That was
is there any vocal
anticlimactic.
patterns?
Huh?
Are there any vocal patterns that scream out to you more than others?
What do you mean?
That's what Shadow asked. It said, since you're musically trained, are there any vocal patterns that scream out to you more than others?
I don't know.
Is there like,
I don't have absolute pitch, so it's not like I'm like
What is
hearing the
that?
tones and everything. Oh, okay. So people often use perfect pitch, but it's less descriptive than absolute pitch. So basically, I can hear intervals pretty clearly. If you were to play an interval, I would be able to tell you what that interval is, whether it's a fifth, whether it's, a half step, right? I would have a pretty easy time telling you what the interval that you just played was. But I have a much harder time telling you what the note itself is. So if you play me an A and then you play another note, I can figure out based on how far away it is from A what that second note is. But if you don't play me that initial A and you just play me a note, I can't figure out what that note is. I don't know automatically like, oh, that's an A, right?
Right.
So that's absolute pitch or perfect pitch is actually quite rare. What I have is relative pitch. Relative pitch is very common, and even people who can't match pitches can be taught to have relative pitch, can be taught to match pitches, right? So what I got is quite common. Gilcongain, welcome! Thank you for the follow. And can be taught to people who don't. Now, if you grew up speaking a tonal language, then you're much more likely to have absolute pitch, which is actually really interesting, right?
that is
Because
pretty
it means that, like, it isn't entirely just genetic, right? It's something that sort of can be learned. Yeah, but you have to train as a kid. So I know a lot of people who didn't train as a kid. They have absolute pitch. And I think that's awesome. I am sometimes jealous. But there are also reasons to not want absolute pitch. Personally, I don't mind not having absolute pitch. And I can explain why. So a lot of people think like, oh, gold standard in musicians, right? So good to have. Here's the deal. When you have relative pitch, you remember a melodic line, not in terms of the actual notes within it, but in terms of their relationship to each other. So you can play that song in any key. You don't have to work to transpose it. It's just whatever key people are singing it in makes sense to you. It's not confusing or complicated when it's transposed. But people with absolute pitch, they tend to struggle with that. Also, as you get older, your absolute pitch tends to drift away from the actual pitches, which means everything just starts sounding flat to you, which sounds kind of terrible to me. Husher BA!
That's kind of like
Welcome!
nightmarish.
Thank you for the follow! Yeah, right?
Like,
right?
imagine basing your career on that, like on like being able to like hear tones or whatever, and then one day you just wake up and you're like, "What do you mean? Where did the music go?" Why did it?
Yeah,
What
why is
happened?
it
That's
just
scary.
slightly off? Yeah.
That could actually drive someone insane. I feel like.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, people really hate it. So I don't know if it's driving people insane, but they do hate it. So I definitely think that I don't hate not having absolute pitch. I don't ever particularly feel like, oh, I wish I had that. It sounds like it kind of sucks in a lot of ways.
I don't know what I have. I've never like looked into if I have like any pitch whatsoever. I just
You
listen
have
to
some
music.
solid, regular, relative pitch. You're same
I
as me,
do?
dude. Yeah,
How can you tell?
because I've heard you sing, and you
Ah,
have approximately the right intervals between the notes when you sing.
approximately being the key word.
Well, yeah, but that's not an issue of you being able to recognize the tones. That's an issue of you not being used to
Able to
practicing with
sing?
your voice. It's just like okay, you know how a dancer can like put their hand up and put their hand up in the same way in the same place every time?
What do you mean?
Like a dancer can move their hand in a particular way and it'll be the same every time they do it because they've practiced it a lot and they know
Oh,
how to
like
move
for
their
a dance
body in a way
routine.
that's consistent. But if you tried to do that, your hand would be off. It wouldn't be off much. And it wouldn't be because you didn't recognize what they did. It would be because you're not used to having that muscle memory. You're not used to knowing exactly where your hand is and how to move it, right? So that's what I hear when you sing. You have great pitch. You can recognize things just fine. But sometimes, if it's not something you're used to singing, you have trouble knowing how to produce the sound itself. Does that make sense?
True. Yeah, that makes sense. I
Yeah.
get it.
And that's just
Man.
practice. What?
I'm getting my mixer soon, so I can actually hook up my the really expensive mic.
Yeah!
Yeah, and
For
then I need to get in
1678, welcome! Thank you for the follow.
I need to get in a call with you, and I need to record the first little bit for the covers. That I'm like, I wouldn't
so
say I'm
excited!
nervous, but I'm
so
like,
excited.
I've been practicing around the
Thank
house.
you for
Like
the
I've just been
hydrate.
singing it to be like, am I like, because I don't want to do like 50 or 60 takes to get. I don't know. I'm just like, ugh. I want to make sure that I can
Hakendar,
do
thank
it.
you so much for the sub. Thank you so much for 6 months. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Hydrated as well.
Oh, good. Yeah, the hydrates are for both of us. The hydrates must
Yeah.
be shared. So yeah, I'm so excited. When's Bo's VTuber song coming out? Well, he's not doing an original yet, but he will.
I don't know how to write
I
music.
believe. I can show you. Literally, Amber wrote to me today and was just like, "Hey Ellie, how do you write music?" And because my meds were just kicking in and they were strong and powerful this morning, I wrote her back like 3 paragraphs, and she was very polite about it.
Wow. I mean, I would like to do an original song, but I want to test if I can even get away with what I'm about to do.
Bobo lore
Here
song. Yeah.
Yeah, if I can do this and it sounds like, okay, here's what I'm gonna test
Yeah.
it. I'm gonna send it to you, but I know you're
Mhm.
polite and you'll probably won't tell me if it sucks. So I'm gonna send it to my friend of like 7 years as well, who can also do it. I'm gonna let him listen to it and be like, this is garbage.
Bo,
And like
I'm
if he
not
says
gonna...
that to me, then I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm
First
not
of
gonna
all,
sing ever again.
dog, I've heard you sing. I know what you sing like. Like
Yeah, but I think you're being polite. I think I sing okay. I feel like every time I've sang, people are like, "Yo, let's go," and I'm like, "Quit
Bo,
hyping me up because it's not that good."
Bo, you sweet boy, when have I ever been polite to you? When have I ever pulled a single punch?
You've been pretty polite to me. You're very polite.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I feel like I spend 95% of my time being like, Bo's stupid, everybody. Look how stupid Bo is. He doesn't know how to clean a bathroom. Haha.
But then when we get off of the stream, you're like, "Wow, you're like my bestest friend ever."
Shut up! Don't tell them about that. They don't need to know. That's private. So
So I take that more in consideration because that's just that's the real you.
but for real, I would tell you if I didn't think that you could do a cover. People have sent me stuff to mix where I was like, if I mix this, it's gonna have to sound pretty strongly processed. And like I'm pretty honest about that. I don't think that your voice would take that much processing to get it to sound like pretty nice, pretty strong.
Shumimi, the amount of times I've heard 1, 2, buckle my shoes sung by Bo confirms that you have a good voice. All
No,
right,
why?
Shumimi, that's the meme song. Or are you talking about the one where like 1, 2, buckle my shoe when we're playing like Baldur's Gate together and we're like losing our mind? Are you talking about that? I don't think that's a good representation. That's not.
I think that's great
not
representation.
That's when we're losing our mind playing Baldur's Gate, Shumimi.
I thought you sounded amazing, Bo.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah, anytime.
I've been practicing around the house. I've been singing the song, kind of like just listening to it.
Can I
and
hear a little
doing...
preview? Can I hear a little preview?
No, I can't do it. I can't. I'm very shy about my singing.
Please.
I can't sing.
Come on! They're all
See,
gonna hear it anyway. I'm gonna hear it in gritty
about.
detail. I'm gonna hear it in all of its glory.
Gritty detail. Calling it
Retro
gritty is wild.
Thank you so much for the prime sub.
There's like the so the difference between it is that please what?
One Mogu Mogu.
I can't do Mogu Mogu. There you go.
Yeah,
I
think you can. No, please.
I said Mogu Mogu.
No, you gotta sing it.
I can't sing the.
You can do it. Come on. No
Are
balls,
we talking
Bo.
about the?
No balls.
You're right. Yeah, no balls.
No balls on this boy. No balls
No,
on
you're
this
right.
Bo.
You're so real. You're so right.
Your average ballless, more like.
Got him. I feel like I feel like a lot of this comes from like I swear I probably have sang somewhere in my like childhood and I've like suppressed the memory and someone was like, "Ew, you suck," and like I feel like it's like been buried in my brain.
We can do therapy later. For now, you just gotta give us one Mogu Mogu from your heart for Minawan. Come on.
What Mogu Mogu? What is Mogu Mogu?
You don't know this? How do you not know this?
Is this like the Okayu song?
Oh my god, he really doesn't know.
I don't know what Mogu Mogu is.
You guys, fake fan.
Is it?
I can't believe
Okayu,
you.
Right?
I can't believe you collabed with Cerber, and you don't even know.
Fake Cerber friend? Oh, I'm sorry. Cerber never messages me. My bad. Cerber doesn't tell me about how their day is. Doesn't all they reply to is "I eat cement."
The only time they'll respond to me is I tell them that.
Sometimes a puppy's hungry.
What, did she do a cover of it?
The man will literally woo on stream, but won't sing. Yeah!
That's not true. I don't do that as much as I used to.
As much as he used to!
Yeah, I used
to. As much
to.
as he used to is crazy.
Here, I'm looking it up.
How much did you used to woo, Bo?
Quite a lot when I was younger. Oh, this is because they were doing... Okay,
younger?
I see.
A non-zero amount.
This is from 4 months ago, my bad.
amount of wooing is a lot of wooing, dude.
A what?
Nothing.
What'd you say about my woos?
I didn't say anything.
It is an Okayu song, Bo, but Cerber sings it a lot. Okay, see? Sorry, guys. I collabed with Hololive first. I'm sorry. That's the reason.
Bo, you can do this. Da 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 da. That's all you gotta do. Mogu Mogu.
Da-da. What?
Mogu Mogu.
Da 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 da. Mogu Mogu. There you go.
Yeah, Mogu Mogu.
You're welcome. There you go. I did it.
He's got the spirit.
Okay, let's. I can't sing. I can sing on stream if I'm like.
He did his best.
Yeah, I didn't want to do it, but I can sing on stream when I'm tired. There's a couple of times where my chat see me where I'm like, I was streaming for like 18 hours, and one of my things that my brain does when it's on the like standby mode is I just start singing songs. And so my chat's actually heard me like legit try to sing a song. Okay, another 24-hour stream, but I have to do that actually.
No, don't do that to him.
That is something I have to do. That's one of my subathon goals was to
I
do a
know,
24
but I was so
hour.
worried about you last time. You were like not
It's
okay. You were
it's
so unwell.
What do you mean?
Last time, it was like 3 days before you were like, "Yeah, I'm a member of society again."
Wait, was this during the subathon or was it?
This was the time of this was the night that you stayed up because you were like, "I'm not going to stop until I finish this game." This wasn't during the subathon. This was before that.
Sunshine? Was it Mario Sunshine?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that makes sense. That game was driving me insane, and I was trying to do. That was the part where I was like, Cerber, sent me over the Mina ones, and I stayed up so long that when they came back the next day, I was
Yeah,
able to send them
you
back
were
over to them.
babysitting them.
Yeah, I babysitted them. So that's the that's the one where I lost it. Yeah.
That's the one that I remember because you were like, I can't stream ever again. Like you were just like a shell of a man after that. A shell of a man.
I remember that one was like particularly stressful at the very end because I thought we were gonna be done. Oh, okay. I'm gonna hydrate with you.
Nice.
I thought we were gonna be done, and I realized that because I think server went live for like an extra 20 minutes, and I still wasn't done with the game, and I was like, Mina wants, please stay for the bit, please, I'm begging you. And so like I was trying to like hurry through it as quickly as I could, and so it was like I was on a timer, and I was like kind of stressing out because I hadn't been asleep yet, and it was like 19 hours into a stream, and everyone's like, oh, we have to go. A server's here, and I'm like, please wait for the bit, please, I'm begging you. And then it was like, yeah.
Poor Bo. Poor Bo.
Yeah, I remember that one. That one hit different. Yeah, after I was done with that, I was like, you know what?
My friends. I worry about all of my friends. Although I forget sometimes that y'all don't have like full-time jobs as well.
True, yeah.
Like that sometimes hits me because like if I do more than 3 streams a week, I'm so drained. And then like I remember that like this is your job.
Yeah, no, this is yeah. It's slowly becoming like a job.
It's still really intense though.
That's fun though. I have a lot of fun with like those streams. I really want to do one where I think I'm going to play like a Dark Souls game and not turn off stream till I like beat Dark Souls 1.
Dude, I tried to beat the first boss in Dark Souls 3 so many times and I never did it.
Oh yeah, that was the one where you did like the response thing, right? Where it did, like, the see.
Oh my god, I was gonna get that out. I was gonna get that working again. I need to
that's
do that.
right. We need to do that. I forgot about that.
And I need to build. Okay, so right now it only works with an app. I need to like. Unix Gundyr is a very rude tutorial boss. Yeah. Well, I'm also bad at games. Bad at games, but yeah, no. So I need to send it to my computer, and then I can ingest that somehow and display it. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be good.
Here's what I'll do. When I make the cover, I'll sing just a little bit of it after, because I think I'll have some confidence after that. When I put it out on YouTube, if you're like, Bo, sing it, I'll do like the fake country deep voice that I'm gonna be doing for it.
How does it go again?
That's when I'll do it.
I just don't remember how it goes.
I can send you the lyrics later.
No, you suck. I found my way out of the walls. Yeah, I did. I'm free now. You have to. Oh, you should do a Mogu Mogu cover.
I'm not cute enough for that though. I feel like there's some songs you have to be cute.
Bo, you're like
you know what I mean?
literally a fluffy little dog boy. You're perfect for this.
Well, I don't know about that. I think I'm just an average guy.
Chat does. Back me up here, chat. Back me up here. Bogu, Bogu! Bogu, Bogu!
Bogu, Bogu. That sounds like a curse. That's like something you'd see in like a D&D game. A goblin pop out and go, Bogu, Bogu! And you're like, what the fuck?
You've been cursed for 12 years! And it like scatters off and you're like, hey!
Bogu, Bogu. Please, Bo. Please, Bo. Please, Bo.
I have to listen to it real quick so I can get like the pitch, because I haven't listened to that song in forever. It's just going like Mogu, Mogu. That's it. There's like nothing to it. Like there's no like, I don't know how to do the rhythm for it.
You could cover it so fast, dude.
I can't.
You can cover it so fast.
Is there an English version that Cerber sang, or was it?
No.
Let's see.
You just gotta get good.
Oh, I definitely. If it's not in English, I can't do it. I can promise you that.
Why? What?
I can barely speak English. Are you fucking kidding me? I slur my words so much, and I can barely
I've never heard you slur your words.
Dude, you have not been. You have
learn
to hang
another language, Bo. Skill
more.
issue. Skill issue.
Yeah, for real though. I cannot do it. I've tried to sing songs that's kind of like that, and I'm like, I can't do it. I wish I could, but I can't. I'm just not built like that. Like I said, maybe I'll have a little bit more confidence about singing when
you have your
I release
cover
the cover. Yeah, like maybe
we'll
maybe
work
that
on
will
it.
be it.
I am so excited, Bo. I'm so excited to make this happen. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so. Dude, did you see the thing about Twitch's new rules where like you can't do karaoke? Like no one's
Yeah,
gonna
but
follow that, right?
yeah, no one's gonna fucking care. It like they can get over it.
Cause
Yeah.
like what? They can't actually do that, can they?
I don't think so. I don't think. I feel like everyone's like asked them about it so far, and they've been like, "Oh, well, it's not gonna affect anyone or whatever."
Yeah. Technically, karaoke was never allowed.
Yeah, it technically was never allowed to start with.
What?
Yeah, you're not supposed to be able to do it, but no one gives a shit. So
Yeah, but Bo, Shumi is right. You should do a cover of Hot to Go, but it's Bo to Go, or
What's
Hot to Bo.
Go?
HOTTOGO. You can take me hot to go. It's so good.
I've never heard that song before.
It's
You know what
Chapel
song I got
Rowan.
stuck in my head?
It's Chapel Rowan.
Who?
Chapel Rowan?
I don't know who that is.
Gosh dang, you're straight, my dude. I didn't know they made them that straight. I didn't know I didn't know they came like that.
What? I've just never heard it before. That's crazy.
I know
wow,
all the
sorry,
words
guys.
of Hot
My
to Go,
bad.
and probably also everything else on that album. I'm doing great, actually. Thank you for asking.
I've had the Jonas Brothers song stuck in my head.
Which one?
What is it? It's the it's like the ooh, this is an SOS. Don't want a second guess. This is the final line. It's true. That one. Like you know that one?
Bot to go! Bot to go! Oh my god, I
Bot
do want
to
to make
go!
a cover of Bot to go. VOTTOGO. You can take this Bot to go.
There you go. See, now you gotta cover that.
Yo! Oh my god. What's it take to get your number? What's it take to bring you home? Hurry up, it's time for supper. Hurry up, I'm Bot to go!
Okay, now I have to look
my
this up. Okay.
Yeah, Bo sang and it was beautiful. This is what I keep saying. It's
Yeah,
so annoying.
It's the SOS one. Like I've had it stuck in my head from like I don't know where it came from, but I just started singing it, and it's because I remember being younger, and I think my friend's sister had like a huge crush on the Jonas Brothers, and so she had a CD,
Yeah, a lot of
and
people did.
yeah, and so she'd play it when I was over at his house, like hanging out with him. You could hear it through the wall, and it'd be like, "Now I'm walking on broken glass. Better believe I bled." That one, and it's like, "It's a call I'll never get." I have the whole song stuck in my head.
The only Jonas Brothers song I know is the one that's like, and I'm slipping into the lava, and I can't keep from going under. Baby, you turn the temperature higher. Yeah, love that one.
Cause I'm burning up for you, baby.
Which
Sorry,
Jonas
lost, like,
brother? I'm
100
judging your
viewers.
answers. I don't know which
I don't remember
Jonas
any
brother,
of them.
Truly,
I don't remember.
I want
any
to
of
say
them. I
that
don't
one
know
of them
who's
was
who.
named Joe.
I think there's one called Nick. I don't remember.
Okay, Joe, Nick. We got 2 out of 3. I think there were 3 of them, right?
Yeah, I don't. Who was?
Oh no! I feel so bad for whoever the 3rd Jonas brother is.
I almost fell for it. I almost fell for it.
What'd you fall for?
Do you not see what Rin says?
Wait. What did I miss something?
Yeah, read his comment and then read the one after that.
Who is Joe?
Joe Mama! Got him!
He's watching the stream crying right now. Wait, so wait, who's the third Jonas brother? Does anyone remember? Is he deleted from time and history? Ted Jonas? Maybe. I don't know. Joe Mama. Kevin? No way. That's made up.
Kevin is right. Kevin is right.
That's like the shaking after you pee thing. That was made up today.
Shimimi, did you know about this?
Ain't no way there's a Kevin Jonas. That's hilarious.
Shimimi, did you know that guys shake after they get done peeing?
They don't. They definitely.
They do. They do.
Bo made this up.
I did not make it up.
Joe
It's
Biden
real.
this stream. No.
I do. Okay, Mimi, did you know that Ellie thought that like they used toilet paper to wipe after?
Yeah, I thought they wiped because like that's what everybody else does. That's not me being dumb. That's y'all being weird.
The penis wiping paper is here.
Stop saying that! Why would you say that?
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, we were gonna invite Chumi on, but she's at her parents' house, so she's
You
busy.
shake enough to get it off? What do you mean? We don't like it.
Yeah, I
it's
hate
a
it.
stream.
I hate it.
It's a
Cat
stream. It doesn't get on you.
Thank you so much for the
Ellie underscore
sub.
Minibot best Minibot.
Cac best Jaxie. So
Ban
only
Bo
the
for
last
that? Come on, guys.
droplet. Ew. Doesn't it get everywhere then? Don't you just have like a Jackson Pollock style men's room?
What do you mean? It doesn't get everywhere. It's the final drops of it, so it doesn't like it doesn't. It's
Yeah,
not like a
but if
massive
everyone is
spray.
shaking the final drops all around,
Yeah, that's the reason you do it
up,
near
down,
the
turn
urinal.
around, boot, scoot, and boogie, that's gonna get
Mhm.
everywhere. That's gonna get everywhere eventually.
No, it doesn't get everywhere. It's fine.
I don't believe it.
It's true. The only thing you have to worry about for it getting everywhere is like there's some times where you have like a really powerful flow and it like hits the urinal and it like splashes back at you and you're like, ah! Like that's the only thing you have to worry about.
What?
Yeah.
Y'all are getting Uno reversed by the urinal?
Yeah, they do it sometimes. Sometimes you're like, man, I really gotta piss. And you're like,
Y'all are getting that rebound basket from the urinal?
it's tough out here. We're fighting for our lives. Can't confirm it does get everywhere at the time. Yeah, see if it
At
backsplashes,
time.
it's awful.
Ugh.
Yeah. That's the worst part. And you have to like take a step back and the dividers are like very like not
Excuse
good
me.
at dividing.
Bifurcated stream?
Oh yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Sometimes sometimes
What?
when you pee as a guy, it doesn't make one stream, it does two streams. Yeah, it's
How
split in the
many
middle.
holes do you have?
We have one. It's just sometimes that happens.
I want to go home.
What do you mean?
I want to go home. Bifurcated stream are rarer for American though? Excuse me? Why?
Built different. For tough.
I
Yeah, it usually happens in the morning, yeah.
I want to go home.
What do you mean? You're learning. This is good. We're learning.
I never needed to learn this.
Why?
When am I ever going to use this information?
Is it a pain to aim? Okay, you know what the worst part is? It's not in the middle of the night. Well, actually, it kind of is in the middle of the night. It's early morning in the middle of the night because you're still half awake and like, or not like half asleep. And so you're kind of like, at least for me, I'm like swaying back and forth a little bit. And I have to be like, wake up, Bo. You're
Super
taking a
slap.
piss. Like, you're going to get it everywhere.
Super Slap, thank you so much for the prime sub.
But like, you can also do the thing where you like put your arm against the wall and you just like hold yourself.
Why
steady.
wouldn't you just sit down at that point? Like I
Why
feel
would I
like
sit down when I could stand?
I feel like when it's nighttime, you would just sit down, right?
No, you stand for that.
Really? Every time?
Yeah.
You know they can't see. They can't judge you. They can't bully you. It
But
happens
it's
in the
so
privacy of
much,
your own
that's so
home.
much extra work.
If you sit surprised, shoot me! Shoot me! Yeah, like listen. There are a lot of things you can do sitting or standing, and when I have the choice, I'm gonna do them sitting.
Yeah, I do what they said. I stand there in a daze. I just like I just like zone out and I just
Just like your eyes are contemplating multitudes.
yeah, like I'm just like my eyes are glazed over and I'm just like yeah, because like when you get done, you can just immediately go back to bed. You don't have to stand up. You can just you shake, you wash your hands, and then you just go right back to bed and you just collapse. It's easy. It's way simpler.
Dude, I never understood. Liar Fox, welcome! Thank you for the follow. Do you know the things? Okay, you know the like little devices that you can like if you have like an innie, not an outie, you get like a little device and then you can like pee standing up.
What?
It's like a weird little funnel.
For like, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, yes.
It's called a shiwi, apparently. Oh my god. Okay, but I always wondered, once you're done with that, what do you do with the little, because it's got pee on it. What do you do with it? Do you just put it back in your purse?
Like, you probably just wash it in the sink, right?
Well, but like if you had a sink there, you wouldn't be like needing to pee with a shiwi. You would be able to just like sit on a toilet, right? You don't necessarily, if you're using it in the woods, if you're using it on a hike, you probably don't have water to clean it with.
Well, I guess just don't use it. I guess just don't use it during the
that's
hike.
What it's for.
Is it for hikes?
Yeah, literally, that's like one of the things that it advertises.
Really? I thought that it was meant for. Okay, well, I guess just bring an extra water bottle then. I guess.
Bring an extra water bottle.
Yeah, for the shiwi.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Bring a Ziploc bag for it. Still cursed. Still cursed. Imagine if you're like hanging out with your girls later, and they're just like, "Oh my god," going through our purses, seeing what we have in here. I don't know what girls do.
As they do.
I don't.
Yeah, that's exactly
what
they do.
I don't hang out with people too much.
The annual purse exchange.
I assume that most of them don't have like a Ziploc bag full of pee and plastic.
And here's my piss lock. Have you ever been, like, you said you went camping before, right?
This is our worst stream ever. Yeah, it was a Boy Scout.
This is the best stream ever. We've learned so much, like, about a lot of things. I sang. We talked about, what did we talk about at the beginning? We talked about something cursed. I can't remember it now.
Yeah, I mean, it can't be worse than this. I sound like Joe Biden the whole time.
Oh, yeah, you kept bringing up Joe Biden, and I said, it's because someone made fun of you, and you're like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like how easily I read you on that. I was like, it's because someone said something to you, isn't it? And you're like,
finding out I have face blindness, etc. Yeah, it's been an eventful stream. But yeah, you were saying.
I think I've never went camping at a place that didn't have like an RV. Like I've never been like outside. Like okay, I've camped outside in a tent, but I've never done it where there's not like the RV like right nearby. Is that weird?
Yeah, that is weird. I don't know. I always did tent camping because I was a Boy Scout.
So you actually like took your tent up with you and then you like found a place and you set it up?
Like
I feel like I would just die somehow. Like you know what I mean?
Yo, oh my god, Shumi did like the real like hardcore like you have to dig your own toilet stuff.
Oh my god. I just wouldn't shit.
Yeah, that's what I would do. I just wouldn't.
I just wouldn't do that. Cuz like that's just too much work. You know what I mean? Like that's just too much. Like it's I don't even know. Like my dad said that he used to use leaves. And I was like, that doesn't feel right. Like it doesn't feel like you could get away with
about that. I would worry about that.
Or
like, what if you exactly? What if you grab poison ivy?
That's what I said, and I was like, there is no way.
You're gonna be hiking fast tomorrow.
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say at the very beginning. Okay, remember we were talking about like claymation stuff and how I said it freaked me out, and you were talking about Wallace and Gromit?
Yeah.
Okay, do you know the one that was called Chicken Run?
Ram, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, of course I know Chicken Run. I love Chicken Run.
I feel like that was the thing that scared me as a kid. That was the movie that freaked me out.
You were afraid that they were gonna bake you into a pie and eat you?
Isn't there like a part where they cut off a chicken's head at one point? Like it shows it?
Well, they don't show like the head coming off. You see in silhouette.
Exactly. Okay, yeah. See, that's what I mean. I think little Bo was watching that and being like, "What?"
Oh, poor baby Bo. But like, I bet little baby Bo is still eating chicken though.
Oh, absolutely. Those chicken nuggets. But I also remember I grew up with a lot of weird stuff. I grew up watching The Fox and the Hound.
Oh, like, dude, that movie is so upsetting.
Yeah. So that was the movie. That was like I guess they just like hadn't
invented children back then, and they were just like, "What do children want to see? Like racism, betrayal? Is this what children like?"
I still remember the train part.
Isn't that it? Where like the train's coming and they like, oh my god, I feel like that's what happened.
That movie is so sad. Who is that
And
for?
I don't know, people that are just like their life's too good. Like, you know what I mean? Like they need to bring some pain into it. And then
the children were yearning for the mines.
And then there was the Brave Little Toaster. Brave Little Toaster was terrifying. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Brave Little Toaster was fucking terrifying.
I don't think I ever saw Brave Little Toaster.
You never saw Brave Little Toaster?
No.
Okay, Brave Little Toaster is like, how do I even describe Brave Little Toaster? It was, oh my god. Chat, can someone help me to explain it? There's a song they have in it called "Worthless," and it's like about these cars that are just not like in.
It's about me.
Working anymore.
Oh my god.
No, it's not.
Don
All right,
Blue
stop.
threw me a song. It's my song.
Stop.
I'm gonna cover it.
No, it's like these cars that are like no longer being used, and they're like, we're worthless, and it's showing them getting crushed. Like as they're singing, like the crushing machine is like destroying them. Stop! Don't cover it.
We're worthless.
Yeah, no, it's so like I don't even remember how it ends. I watched that and then The Land Before Time. Oh yeah, the vacuum attempts to end itself using like the cord.
What?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's like sad, so it tries to do that. And I'm like 4 or something watching this, maybe 6, and I'm like, what's going on?
That's kind of intense, dude.
Yeah, right?
No, worthless to you guys. Thank you, everybody. You're all very sweet to me. I don't mean it. I don't actually think I'm worthless. I'm just bad at a few very specific and important things that people do all the time.
She's compliment fishing, guys.
No.
You sounded so distressed.
But like, if you wanted to compliment me, oh my god, like
I mean, I'm not gonna say
like,
no.
That would be like
I'm not gonna say no if you're gonna compliment me. Like, you know, I mean, I understand.
No, I'm not fishing. I'm just saying, like, I've got this net here, and if there was a fish, like, that'd be pretty cool.
If it just happened, it happened. You know, I mean, who am I to stop it? Like, do you watch the Land Before Time?
Yeah. Of course.
Do you remember the part? Okay, there's a part that stands out to me. It's the tar scene. Do you remember that?
Of
they
course.
like fall in the tar and they like put a monster like, and he's like, ah! I don't know why that scared me as a kid. That was another one that freaked me out. I was like, ah, what's happening?
Yeah, upsetting. Truly upsetting. Ellie, you're so funny. Worth is a construct. It's true. It's true. Whenever I start wondering if I'm good enough, I remember that everybody is good enough by virtue of them being human.
There you
go. It's don't do a eugenics even on yourself.
There you go. They used to like to traumatize children. They did, and like I asked my mom about it. I was like, Mom, why did you like out of all the stuff that we could have got, you could have got me like I don't know. Beauty and the Beast, like you could have got me like any
Which is
other
the movie I was scared of,
right? But like any other Disney property, you probably could have gotten and been like, let's go about
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Courage is great. Courage was great. He's like the things I do for love. I used to do that a lot in class, and he used to be like Muriel. And then you remember the music is like dun 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 dun, and he like started getting chased or whatever.
Yeah.
You remember the giant toes?
Oh, dude, how could I forget?
What the fuck was that?
What was that?
What? They were like mafia, man, weren't they? They were like a mafia group, and like the big toe was like the leader, and the other ones were like the henchmen, and they're like, yeah, see? Was that right? This feels like such a fucking fever dream.
Yeah, this really is your therapy stream. We really are getting to the bottom of it.
Oh,
my
return
good
this lab.
therapist. My good therapist.
I'm definitely asking for a refund, but we'll deal with that
later.
later.
No! Come on! I've paid for worse therapy than this. Pyro, welcome! Thank you for the follow.
There's the do you remember the fish in the Courage thing where it's like you deserve to be nothing more than what you are, Courage, because you are perfect. And it was like what the fuck is this? Like I remember that scene as a kid and being like, what am I watching right now? This feels weird. I remember that. And then, Spy Kids. Did you ever watch those?
Oh my god, of course I watched Spy Kids.
Yeah, the thumbs from Spy Kids.
I made my whole family see Shark Boy and Lava Girl in
Yes!
theaters for my birthday. That was my birthday
Yes!
present, was that everybody had to go see Shark Boy and Lava Girl with me.
What's the song? Dream, 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 dream. What's it? Close your eyes, shut your mouth. Go to sleep. I can't remember what it was. I remember
New
that
bow
song.
cover just dropped.
Yeah, yo. And then there's that one line that everyone quotes. Hang on. Spy Kids quote. Oh no, Shark
Oh,
Boy.
the
is
one,
like,
do you think God stays in heaven for fear of what he's created?
Did that come from that? There's
That
no
came
way.
from Spy Kids.
Did that really
No,
come
for
from
real.
Spy Kids.
For real.
It had never been said before.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
There is no way that Spy Kids made such a fucking raw line. That is insane.
I know.
Mr. Alleged Dad, Max stole my dream journal. Send him to the principal's office immediately.
Steve Buscemi. God bless Steve Buscemi. We love Steve Buscemi.
2000s like movies were so fucking weird.
No, okay,
Like-
okay. So there's a term that my friend coined to describe like the aesthetic of the 2000s, and it's a little unsafe, so bear with me. But it's it goes hard in the balls.
All right,
That's
now
like
elaborate. What do you mean
The
by that?
only way to describe that aesthetic of like huge jeans, as much fabric as possible, huge shirt, as much fabric as possible, and everybody's like skateboarding. They got frosted tips and spiked up hair.
Cause I'm in too deep and I'm trying to keep.
Yeah, Sum 41.
And
like
all
I
the
watched some of
music
their-
is like loud and intense and all about feelings. It's just like real raw, and the movies were all like no, they were making anything, and they were
Yeah, just
making it as
anything and
hard as they
everything.
could, you know, like they didn't care, you know, like they were just any premise, they were gonna go as hard as they could with it. Hard in the balls. Everything in the 2000s went hard in the balls.
When do you think we're gonna get to the point where people look upon the early 2000s the same way that people look upon like the 40s, kind of like and stuff like that, where they're like, oh man, the videos back then, the movies, the Hollywood films, like they're gonna be like, yo, Spy Kids. I think we're already there, right?
Spy
Like,
Kids
they're-
is
they're
so
like-
romantic as cinema. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, and they're gonna be like,
I want to dress up fine in my 2000s finery and go
You know-
see Spy Kids at the theater.
my middle brother actually had frosted tips.
No way.
There's pictures of him where he has like really baggy jeans, like the ones that like fan out at the bottom.
Yo,
yeah, that one,
Blair!
and he's wearing like a Metallica shirt or something like that, and like a chain necklace, and he has frosted tips, and it's so like I'm like, oh my
Yes!
god, dude. Yeah, bell
Iconic. Dude, I wish I was like experiencing fashion in the 2000s. I wasn't.
It was a hell of a time.
It seemed like it was amazing out there.
From everything that I've seen, it was a fucking hell of a time. It's like,
I don't, man, dude, it's such a weird, like, I don't want to say nostalgic already because like it's not that long ago, but like I sometimes see things where like
it's literally as old as you could get and be nostalgic about. You weren't alive before that. What the frick do you mean it's not nostalgic?
well, okay, but I mean like sometimes I'll look at the AOL thing, like someone will show like a screen cap of it, and I'm like, why is this like
Nostalgic.
this-
It just is.
yeah, right? It's kind of weird, or like it just felt so new. Everything.
Venomous! Well, Gold, thank you for the follow. I know. I love like Web 2.0 aesthetics.
yes, yeah.
Oh my
like
god.
old websites and stuff like that that are still like up
Right?
some reason, and it's just
Oof.
like the
Yes.
effects they have on it, and people used to make their own websites about themselves and be like,
Welcome to my website.
you know what I mean?
Dude, and the like graphic design is my passion of it all.
Yeah, dude. They have
Bo probably thinks mullets look cool. Mullets look a little cool, man. Mullets look a
Depends
little
who it-
cool.
there's some people out there that can rock a mullet.
Yeah, if you can rock a mullet, you definitely look cool.
Yeah, there's some people that just MySpace. When I was
I didn't
like,
have
really,
a MySpace, but I really wanted one. My sisters had MySpaces, and I was so jealous.
In 5th grade, I had one. I had a
Oh,
MySpace in 5th
man.
grade. Yeah, and I remember when you clicked on it, it played Apple Bottom Jeans. I still remember that. I don't know why. I don't know why. Yeah, I was fucking like there's no way. I don't know how I got. Yeah, it was a lot. But
Wow.
so that was yeah, that was young Bo was going a little crazy
Boots
with
the
it.
fur. The
With the
fur.
fur. The whole club was looking at her. She hit the
Bonds
floor.
with the fur, with the fur. Hello. Hello, Mia Pico. Yeah, that's me. I'm Robot Woman.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like
Yeah.
also I think MMOs and stuff like that, like chat rooms from back in those
Yo!
days.
Dude,
There's a Mhm.
Did you spend any time on chat rooms in those days?
No, do I tell you this?
Do you? I think you do.
It's kind of like it's pretty cringe.
I think you do. Come on, dog. You know that I wrote fanfic about other Family Guy fanfic. You can tell me this.
What? Wait, whoa, I didn't know about this. Wait, what?
Wait, you didn't?
No, what the fuck are you talking about?
I wrote fanfic about a different Family Guy fanfic and no one ever read it and only one person ever clicked on it and it was really long and it was about how Meg got superpowers and then everyone was really nice to her and said they were sorry.
That's such an Ellie that's such an Ellie story.
Tell me.
So when I was younger, I was really obsessed with Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, we're not
and-
surprised.
And it was like a phase I went through. And one of the things that I joined one of the first chat rooms I think I ever joined was a Son Amy like website dedicated to Sonic and Amy shipping. And I and that was that was my chat room.
No way.
Yep, that was me. I was in there talking about how cute Sonic and Amy are.
Okay, that's adorable, honestly.
I was like, wow, I like him so much. Wow.
So my parents raised us with ASL as like a language in the house, American Sign Language. And so like I grew up knowing about ASL and speaking ASL, right? I went on chat rooms for the first time and everyone was like ASL. And I was like, how?
Oh no!
How? How do you use American Sign Language over text? That's just words.
I don't know how this works. You're so lucky someone was like, oh yeah, just turn on your webcam. Or something like that. And you're like, wait, oh yeah, we get sign language over that.
Dude, I've told you that I spent like a lot of time on chat roulette.
Oh, yeah, you did tell me that. So.
That's like how you train to be a streamer, honestly.
Oh yeah. I really didn't stay around in chat roulette or things like that. I kind of was like, I guess it's okay. But then like after a while I just got bored. I was like, how many dicks can you see before you're like, eh?
Well, okay, first of all, if you ask nicely, most people will put it away. And if they don't, you can just next them.
Excuse me, sir, can you please put your dick away?
No, you just say like, you just cover your eyes and you're like, I'm sorry, I'm not really here for that, but if you want to pan your camera up, I would talk to you. You can't tell, but I'm covering my eyes with my hand.
No, I can tell.
And then they'll pick the camera up. And then how old was I? Way too young.
Jesus.
Well, but the thing was, you don't see anything. You just cover your eyes whenever you get nexted or before you next somebody.
You definitely shouldn't have been on that. You definitely should have been on that. You definitely should have been talking to those people to even begin with.
For clarity, nothing sus ever happened to me. Like anyone who wouldn't pan their camera up, you just next them. And second of all, Guys Games, welcome! Thank you for the follow. I talked to a lot of middle-aged men through their divorces, so
dude, I did that too.
Yeah, you gotta. That's what the internet is for when you're a child.
It was World of Warcraft with me. That's what happened.
Oh my god!
The ladies that would be part of the guild,
they would be going through like some kind of like divorce or whatever, and I needed them to carry me through dungeons because they were a higher level and they could give me all the gear. So like I would just be in a call with them in like Ventrilo or whatever the fuck it was back then. And like I would be like, like maybe 10, maybe like at 9, I don't know, not enough to comprehend. And they would be like, yeah, I don't know, like it was, I don't know what to do, and like maybe I should end it. And I'm like, yeah, you probably should. Hey, can I get that loot?
Oh my god. For me, it was always recently divorced dads. Like, people think of chat roulette as a place full of wieners, but in my experience, it's really just full of like lonely middle-aged guys. That was most of who I met on there, and most of them weren't even naked. Most of them were just like, it would just be like their face, and they'd just be like, I drank a lot of beer tonight, and I dropped my kid off at my ex-wife's place, and I won't see him again for a week. And you're just like, I'm sorry, man, that sounds really hard. What's the next thing you gotta do right now to get ready for bed? You gotta brush your teeth, and you gotta change out of your work clothes, right? You gotta put away your work clothes, and then you gotta like charge your phone and get in bed, right? And you'd talk them through that whole process, and then once they were ready for bed, you'd go like, okay, time to go, and then you'd next them, and then you'd know that you helped them get to sleep.
What if you nexted them and they didn't actually go to bed?
Well, but like you were seeing the whole thing, so like you knew.
You better be in bed when I press this next button.
Right?
All right?
No, it was a lot of people just who needed some help to get through something.
That's very sweet of you, Ellie.
Ellie being the therapist putting the alcoholics to sleep, yeah. Basically. That's what chat roulette is. Anyone who spends a long time on chat roulette will know. Because the cultural conception of chat roulette was like, here's where the naked people are. But like in reality, it's just like, here are the people who don't have anyone to call, but they need someone to talk to right now.
I just helped them.
You just help them get loot?
I just asked them to carry me through dungeons, and they would get in. I still remember their name. One was called Ms. That was their character name. I still remember Ms. because they were like, I just think they were. I don't know. I don't want to say I had a crush on them, but like,
Bo had a crush on the middle-aged mom he gave therapy to, and
no, because like, okay, because I played World of Warcraft for like a while, so this was like in my teen or whatever, and so like, but they were like in their like late 20s, maybe kind of early, but they were so mysterious. They played like a Blood Elf Death Knight, and they would only reply with like yes, no, and then maybe if you're lucky, you get like a full sentence from them. And I was like, she's so mysterious. And like, I don't know why, but I was like,
Bo's type is just women who don't talk to him.
What a cruel world it is. What a fucking cruel world. But like, I'd be like, hi, Ms. And then she'd be like, hey. And I'd be like, like, I'd be like,
Oh, just likes being nagged.
No, that's not true. That's not true. But I was like, can you carry me through a dungeon? And they're like, what dungeon? And I'd be like, I need to go through this one to get this particular like loot. And they'd be like, yeah, okay. And then like we get in a dungeon, and it'd just be them talking like monotone, and then just like being like, did you get the loot? And I'd be like, yeah, I got it. And they're like, all right, are you gonna hearth out, or like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I need to get this other one. Can you do it? And they're like, yeah. And that'd be it. And I was like, God, she's so cool. I was like, she's so cool.
That's funny because I feel like there's like a dude anime archetype for that, but there isn't really a girl anime archetype for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Like not mean, like super helpful, but just like very serious and pretty quiet, right?
Yeah. Like not like over the top with stuff. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Right? I feel like that's like a dude anime archetype. But
it's
not
called
like
Raven from Teen Titans. That is true. I did have a crush on Raven.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Well, I used to be like torn as a kid because I was like, Starfire's so bubbly and cool, but Raven's like, she's so mysterious. And like,
oh my God.
Me and my friend on the bus ride.
Bo can't pick. He's got too many suitors.
I couldn't. On the bus ride from school, me and my friend had like a debate one time. I remember about if Raven or Starfire was better, and like we were going into detail about it. We're like, okay, but hear me out, right? And like I remember that as a kid. I also remember the episode of Teen Titans where Raven's like had her different personalities come out, and I remember that episode because there was like the bubbly Raven, and I was like, oh, I was like, she can be bubbly, or whatever, and that I was like, okay, maybe Raven, but I don't know. I think
It's
more of a
almost like people
Starfire.
contain multitudes.
Almost, but not quite. But yeah, no, I think Miz was probably, I don't know. I do remember. I think I brought it up before. There was a girl from Canada that would bully me. And she was like, so I was like, what was it? I think I was like 14 or 13, and she was like 19, and she would just like act. She would just be mean to me, like unironically mean to me.
Sus.
But she would
Bro.
just be, I don't know why, she would be mean to me, and she'd be like, fuck off to me. And I'd be like, what? I didn't even say anything yet. And like, I'd have to get
Why?
like, I don't know. I'd have to get like the guild moms to step in, like the older women. I'd be like, can you tell her to stop? I still remember her name. Her name was like, it's not her real name. It was Featherin was her username.
Dude.
And I was like, why are you being
Why
mean
was
to
she
me?
so mean to you?
I don't know. Like, I would join the call, and she's like, oh, fucking great. Like that, and I'd be like, they told me to come in here. I'm sorry. And she's like, well, you can leave.
God.
And I'm like, oh. And they're like, no, Featherin, you be nice to him. And she'd be like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
And
there
we're
are
like,
no
what?
girls on the internet, actually. It's made up. So.
True.
Oh my god, that's so
Yeah.
sad, dude.
I remember that. I remember Featherin because I was like, what is wrong with her? Why is she treating me like this? What did I say?
You were just a little baby. Why would she be so mean to you?
I don't know. It was a rough time. It made me into the monster I am today. So when I do those collabs and everyone's like, you're such a villain, Bo, just remember that's because of Featherin. Don't be mad at me.
Be mad at this random lady.
Be mad at Featherin.
What's she, like 30 now? Be mad at this random 30-year-old lady.
Yeah. How dare she? I tried to find her like to see if she was still playing. Like a couple years back.
Oh,
like,
are the
is she still
allegations
around?
true? Okay, first of all, she's still living rent-free in your brain. But second of all,
Yes.
is it true? I didn't get to see the collab last night. Were you in fact a villain?
It depends on what you call a villain.
I want to hear.
I don't think I was that bad. I think I was great.
He hid the body of Minnie?
I don't know what you're on about.
But what did you do?
So, I guess okay. Well, there's a lot of things that I might have done, but one of them was, what did I do? I can't remember what it was. It was like, okay, so Minnie died, and I can't remember why. There's something like I was like, she needs to apologize, and then we could bring her back, and then like server was like, no, because it's Minnie. And so I was like, all right. And so I was like,
welcome. He killed Minnie, then tried to blackmail her, and then hid her body when server tried to revive her?
So I was like, I won't bring you back unless you apologize. Come into my chat and apologize to me right now, Minnie. And Minnie was like, no!
Apologize
and so, like,
for what?
I don't remember. Oh yeah, this is the copy pasta they made.
My fellow
You see this?
individual, being of the masculine gender identity, the separate individual by the name of Bo, wait, what? Who also happens to be of the masculine gender identity is presently causing immense irritation to my otherwise temperate demeanor. What is this?
That's what they all kept
that?
posting. That's what they all kept posting. So, basically what happened is that
But what did you do?
I was like, okay, listen, if you
this Bo
if
guy
you don't
is really
come into
pissing me
here,
off. Minnie
if you don't come in
Bo?
here, yeah, okay,
Is
see,
it
there we go.
true?
Thank you. That is true.
Is
Minnie
it
framed
true?
me. Yes. So I was like, come in here and apologize to me. And then he was like, no. So I was like, all right. And then Server was like, oh, we can just bring her back. Cause I wasn't going to do it. But then I'm not going to tell Server no. Because Server's cute. And Server was like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And so I was like, all right, go buy the talk so we can
Wait, is that
resummon
your
her.
server impression? It's
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
your server impression.
Yeah. And so I was like, go buy the chalk, and then we can draw the pentagram and resummon her. So I made sure to wait for Server was distracted trying to actually draw the circle because I knew that she'd focus in on it. And then I was like, okay. And I just picked up the body and brought her into the woods where Minnie is, and I dropped her. And then when I came back, Server had just finished. And Server was like, all right, now let's go grab the body. Wait, where did the body go? And I was like, oh, you know what? This game's in like pre-alpha. I think it just despawned. The game's like really buggy right now.
No.
And she was like, what? No. And I was like, yeah, that's a shame. I guess we're just going to have to keep on going.
He cosplayed a Discord mod and called Minnie and Cerber his kittens? I want to go
No,
home.
that is not
I want to
true.
go home.
That is
please,
not
someone
fucking
take
true.
me home.
Okay.
I want to go home.
Ban that person. Ban them. They have spread misinformation.
I don't know.
That is not true. I did not call them my
Sumi sounds
kittens.
pretty honest. I don't think they'd lie
I did
to
not
me.
call them my kittens. They were doing a Discord. That is actually true. You guys are so dumb. They were doing a Discord bit, like the Discord kitten bit. I did not call them my kittens. Just the preference, because I'm
Apparently
not fucking
it's in
weird.
the clips.
It's okay. Pull up the clip. If I call them my kittens, then I will say I'm sorry. But I promise you, I do not in the thing say they're my kittens.
Wait, you said daddy's home?
Okay, that part I did, because I got resummoned and I did it in the Discord mod voice. I was like, "Daddy's home," like that. But to preface this, there you go.
I need
chat.
someone
to preface this. They
hit me
did
so
it first.
hard in the back of the head
No,
that
they
I
did
forget
it first. They did
I
it
need
first.
someone to punch me so hard in the back of the head so I never have to remember that
listen to
again.
me, Ellie. Listen, listen. They did the bit first. I played onto the bit, and then they all recoiled.
Oh,
Do you understand?
Shumi, tell Shmaimai that I love him. Tell Shmaimai that he's perfect. Have fun. Thank you for hanging out. I'm not well. I don't think I'll ever be well.
How do you think
again.
I feel right now? People are spreading lies and misinformation about me.
Bender
I'm not well.
Welcome. Thank you for the follow. I don't know, Bo. Apparently you said daddy's home about yourself.
Okay, again,
and then you said the words Discord kitten.
Okay, those are 2 words, by the way. Just
so you
know.
said the words.
No, you said the word, but it's okay.
I did not.
Ellie, listen, it's okay. Listen, they did the Discord bit first. Okay, they did, like, it was Minnie. I know it was Minnie because I watched a VOD. I watched a VOD of from Minnie's perspective, and Minnie started the Discord mod bit. I, being a good collaborator, just continued the bit.
Bro, you said daddy's home about yourself. Yeah, is Bo gonna use the ukulele in his apology video? I would love to know.
No, absolutely not.
You're gonna blame this on Minnie? Exactly. That's so rude. So rude. Ikati, welcome. Thank you for the follow.
Now tell me, okay, chat, Minnie started it. Are you gonna tell me that Minnie did not start the Discord mod thing? Are you gonna sit here and lie?
I don't know, man. That's the impression I'm getting. I'm also so mad that you collab with Minnie before I do, and you're just a menace the whole time.
I mean, I wouldn't say the whole time.
That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that you basically were like, I'm daddy the whole time.
That's okay. Now that's completely incorrect, and that's disgusting.
He had a hero arc. Wait, what's the hero arc?
I don't know, because if I say anything, you guys are gonna be like, oh, well, at the end of it, he said daddy. That's not true. And so I don't know what I can say anymore.
What's the hero arc? What's the hero
arc?
Am
I allowed to say the hero arc about us spreading lies and slander?
What's the hero arc?
Yeah, all right, we're good. I just threw it on the ground. I missed the trash can. So the hero arc was, let's see. He did say daddy a lot. Okay, Harley, you're no longer my mod. I'm unmodding you right now.
I don't like this. Why did you do that, Bo?
How dare you?
How
dare you say that? I said it 3, maybe 2 times. And then you spread lies. Goodbye.
Wait, is Honey here?
Bet.
Is Honey here? Oh no. Well, hi, Honey.
Yeah, Honey's here. I saw Honey earlier. Hi, Honey. Okay, so the hero arc was so it's kind of funny actually. There was so Minnie and Cerber both died, and I ran away because, you know, like my dad told me, you don't have to be faster than the bear, you just have to be faster than everyone else, so leave them for dead. And so I did what was right, and I ran, and then I went all the way back to the wagon,
gentleman.
like a good Southern gentleman, absolutely. And
you
so
actually unmodded Harley?
What, you thought I was fucking playing? You're making lies up about me.
Wait, that's so funny.
So, anyways, I went back to the wagon, and on the board they had a little chalkboard, and Cerber wrote the word. I think it was Cerber wrote the word teamwork on it because we were talking about before, like cute little flowers. And I looked at it, and I went,
teamwork. That's right. And so I was like, you know what? I can't leave them in there. I have to go save them. I have to go bring their bodies back. And so I charged back in there. I think I find Minnie's body. No, I think I find Minnie's body first. But anyways, I walk in there. There's a mimic in the game. So the idea is that when you die, it will sometimes just get the last thing that you said, and the creature will approach you saying the last words of that person in their voice.
Thank you.
So I thought that was there, and I thought that it was protecting. I think it was Minnie's body. And so I see it in the hallway, and I stop, and I give this big whole speech about how I'm not scared of it anymore. And I go down and pick up Minnie's body, and I'm calling it bad names, and I'm like, yeah, that's right, idiot, and all this other stuff to it. And so I save Minnie, and then I realize after, because I bring Minnie back, Minnie's like, yeah, that thing wasn't a mimic, that was just Cerber's body standing up, and you had nothing to be scared of.
Oh my god, wait, that's so funny. But you were brave anyway. You still did your best.
I did a whole speech, and like I hyped myself up saying
dog.
I like hyped myself up being like, you know, I crawl out through the cesspit, I come out on the top, you know, I might have been the bottom of the barrel, but look at me now. I lost my voice that night because I was screaming so loud and doing like the hero thing. I lost my voice, and I had like epic music playing. And like everyone in the chat was like, Giga Chad. And then Minnie's like, yeah, by the way, that wasn't a mimic. That was just Cerber's body standing up. And I was like, what?
Bro,
and
I'm
like,
really
yeah,
proud
I'm
of you
gonna
for
go grab Cerber's
trying.
body.
I'm really proud of you for trying.
So see, I wasn't entirely a menace on it.
He was speaking the mic all
bad.
night. He always is. That's what he does.
That is true. But no, I was somewhat of a menace. Like, you know, but okay, most of the stuff was justified. Like the fact that he had a spear and there was a giant monster chasing down our wagon, and Cerber said, I'm gonna go kill it, and then Minnie just followed Cerber, and I started the car and just ended up driving away and leaving them to die.
Dude.
Because they're gonna die. It's a giant monster. Like I don't know what they thought was gonna happen, but I was like, I'm not gonna stay here and find out, so I just left.
That's so scary. Like,
yeah, right? See? So you agree with me?
Yeah. I would have been terrified, dude.
Thank you.
I'm impressed with you.
God. Oh my god, Ellie, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. They were calling Bo cringe before the Giga Chad moment. That is true. There was very much a big flip from me being called cringe and then being like, wow, what a Giga Chad.
What a Giga Chad. What a Giga Chad. So
the game
I'm
was
still
a lot
little
of fun.
bit sick, and I want to go to bed.
Oh right, we kept you way too long. I forgot about that.
But I lost track of time because I was having so much fun. We were gonna just do a 2-hour stream, but then we were having so much fun. So
basically, the collab was great. Is what I'm getting.
I want to raid Toki, the dog VTuber.
Yo, we love Toki
cause she cute. So we're gonna raid her. I think you'll like her. She's also Seiso, and she's super cute. So yeah, let's raid her. She's doing a pupathon.
Hell yeah.
Thank
Toki's
you
great.
so much for hanging out, everybody.
You know I'm gonna collab with them?
You're gonna what?
Yeah. I have them added on Discord.
I'm so freaking angry right now. So freaking angry? No way. Okay. Good night, everybody. Let's raid. Okay, 1 viewer ready to raid. 110 ready to raid. 150 ready to raid. 222 ready to raid. 265 ready to raid. 293 ready to raid. 310 ready to raid. 316 ready to raid. 318 ready to raid. 320 ready to raid. 319 ready to Okay.
She's so out of breath.
Let's go, everybody. I know I'm sick. Okay. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Okay.
Wait, did she just go offline? No, she didn't. Never mind. Sorry, I scared you.
Wait, did she?
No, I thought someone else did right at the time, and it boosted her up on the follow channels.
Oh, okay. Oh my god.
And I was like, what?